Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Sammy!
And welcome back to another episode of Where Heartbreak Feels Good. Today is another day where we go back in time, a month to be specific, to discuss everything we watched in the month of April 2026. And joining me today to do that is Josh T. Woodbury.
Hello. April was a fun month once again. It's late.
And
That's
as
commentary.
always, Evan Harris.
I don't know why Josh was so loud for me there, but hello guys, how's it going? Great. April was an interesting month. A lot of I wouldn't say not as great as March. There were some misses, but there's some good stuff in there. And TV has just been on consistently packed. Like April was insane for TV. So a lot of stuff that I'm still catching up on. Some movies I had to unfortunately miss out on, but I try to see as much as I can, and I'm excited to talk about all of it with y'all.
All right. What do we want to start with? Do we want to start with something good, something trashy, bit of both?
I feel like April has a lot of bit of both in it. Let's see here.
Do we want to talk about one of the most underrated double features of the year that we nicknamed the Pattinson Day?
What?
Sure.
I thought we already talked about the drama.
We have, dude. It hasn't. We haven't.
Did we?
Been a month.
Did we not talk about the drama? The drama
No,
yet?
we
I thought we
haven't.
did.
No, we didn't.
When was our podcast episode last month?
I'm pretty sure
It
we
was
did it on the
after,
first.
right?
No, I'm pretty sure we did it on the first.
What? Somebody pull up the YouTube clip.
I'll pull it up, motherfucker.
Fuck, you're right.
1 second.
totally blind.
See, that's why that's why they pay me the big bucks here, so to remember shit.
I'll be right back.
Go for it. Go.
Well, we have a bid you missing from the thumbnail.
Wait, you didn't put the drama on the
Because I
thumbnail?
thought we talked about it already.
Why would I not? It's on the fucking title.
I didn't see the title before I fucking made a thumbnail.
Why didn't you ask?
Because I thought we talked about it already.
This man. When did you thought we talked about it?
Before, like days. I thought this came out like right before we did the last episode.
Well, we did it on April 1st, so you're wrong. Anyway, what do you want to talk about first? Well, just to explain myself, Pattinson Day is Robert Pattinson and Chris Pratt, so both had movies released on the same day. Super Mario Galaxy and the drama, aka Pattinson Day. I feel like we should talk about the one movie that we have nothing to really say about it. That movie is Super Mario Galaxy, because that's barely a movie.
Wait. So are we not talking about the drama? Did we already talk about it?
We are talking about it. This guy is just like, I don't know, he's high or something.
So we never had a conversation about the drama. Are we sure?
Nope. We
Am I
never
going
did.
crazy? I talked to
Yeah.
you guys about it. Was it off stream?
Maybe off screen, but
Okay. Interesting.
maybe we talked about it off screen for the Mummy commentary. Maybe, but that's it.
Maybe. I need to watch the YouTube video for March and make sure we didn't.
We did it on April 1st. Nobody had seen. Well, I think I've already seen the drama by then. You guys
But I hadn't. Yeah, you're right.
you guys hadn't, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, yeah, let's rock through this. It's a late night. But we already talked about forbidden fruits and hoppers and shit like that. Anyways,
Yeah.
Super Mario Galaxy. Yeah, Super Mario Galaxy is like, oh boy, it's not great, Bob. I'm trying to forget what did I say about it. Like, I think for a Super Mario movie, and Super Mario Galaxy is one of my favorite games. I love that game to death. I love Super Mario Galaxy 2 a lot too. Underrated sequel. But in terms of the movie, I'm shocked that Mario doesn't have like a fulfilling arc in his own movie. Why is like 2 movies in a row now? Like Princess Peach gets a lot of the best like material in this franchise.
If we
Like
can even call it.
the stuff with her and Rosalina, wow, very slight. Like it was still at least more in her storyline with her trying to get to Rosalina in the movie is at least slightly more engaging than a lot of the side quests that Mario was going on in this movie. I was kind of baffled by that. He doesn't really take charge or lead his own shit. Like, is that satisfying for Mario fans? Like, I'm watching this, I'm like, this is why I think most Mario fans weren't even like fucking with this movie, even as much as
You were in our screening, Evan.
Yeah, you weren't in our screen.
Really, they're fucking with this.
Yeah,
it was like Avengers Endgame.
Yeah,
Wow.
Evan, during the date,
doing shit.
spoilers for anyone who fucking cares about this movie.
Everybody's seen
Always
this.
anybody. During the Daisy post-credit scene, some like probably 12-year-old girl was like losing her fucking shit and like smashing the seat.
She wasn't 12. She was just dressed like she was 12.
Some teenager, I don't know.
Like 21.
Probably.
But wow, okay, I guess that is a thing.
Also, Evan, nobody cares about the spoilers for this movie. You know how at the beginning of the movie, kind of like Peach and Mario during her birthday celebration, they kind of go on a date up in the fucking
rooftop
or whatever the fuck.
Yep.
This little 8-10-year-old boy kept pulling up his phone to record the screen, but he wouldn't even do it during like the cool scenes, like some action sequences. No, he would do it like in the most random places at the movie. And that was one example. He just like started recording the date. I'm like, dude, like, what are you like? Are you like,
what movie theaters are you guys going to where you guys seeing all these crazy people?
We're going to the one that Christopher Nolan always goes to.
that where you saw Devil's Wear Prada?
No, but it's close.
But yeah, like for me, like Peach is giving a more engaging arc than Mario. Even when it comes to like the introduction of Fox, which I think had like the coolest sequence in the movie. Shout out to 2D animation. Like I'm a huge Fox fan, Star Fox fan. So that scene was really cool for me. Kind of fell in love with that franchise via Super Smash Brothers. But anyways, I thought Glenn Powell did a great job voicing Fox. Really nice fit. Really great character. Doesn't get to do much, but great introduction for him. You know, that's a future spinoff. Sure, why not? Cool. But even that was like without Mario. Like a lot of the cool things here were without Mario. Mario only gets to shine in the last act when he gets to fight Bowser. So like that was kind of weird for a Super Mario movie. But overall, the story is slight. The animation is pretty strong. But yeah, it's that's about it for Mario. It's like an unengaging adventure, but it has some moments, whatever.
To me, this movie is the equivalent of that video meme of the subway surfers watching like multiple screens at once, and there's just a bunch of shit happening all at once in this movie, and all of it is distracting and not even really engaging. Also, another thing about this movie, again, barely a movie, I just don't get the galaxy aspect of this. It felt very small, even though it's supposed to be very big and larger than life.
Well, it's just the galaxy because they're using some stuff from those games, even though it's not really an adaptation of those games.
Yeah, it's not an adaptation in the slightest. But yeah, I think they went to like what 3 planets, right? Like
all of them look the same.
And even then, again, like the planets weren't even that consequential to the movie, right? Like a lot of the parts were just like point A to point B. And then some of it was even like a side quest. Like when Mario and them are on like Princess Peach's castle, then they get thrown into a random place, and then they got to fight some random monster. I'm like, this has nothing to do with the plot. Like, get me back to what Peach is doing. But yeah, it was not the best sequel for this movie. And the first one isn't even that great either. Kind of forgettable too. So it's kind of unfortunate for, again, one of the biggest or the biggest gaming franchise next to Pokemon. So
yeah. At least the first movie is a movie, not a good one, but at least it has a structure, a beginning, middle, and end. And this is just like, it's just scenes.
A lot of random side stuff going on.
Yeah.
And again, I will counter, like I will say, like the Peach stuff with her, Rosalina, and that sisterhood dynamic was pretty interesting. even though
Is
they
it
don't
though?
they don't got a lot of time together. I liked it.
They have like 2 scenes together.
Yeah, I mean, the flashback stuff was pretty nice.
Also, another thing about this movie that I find hilarious is that it tries to make Bowser, which is very clearly like an allegory for fascism, trying to make it cute.
Allegory for fascism. What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I mean, we're thinking too deep about Bowser here.
Are we though? He's like the villain in gaming, and he's like ruling over a Koopa kingdom. That's fucking like making them do what he wants. That's fascism.
I mean, yeah. I mean, not every villain in video games is fascist.
I'm not saying every villain is fascism, but Bowser is.
Okay. I mean, I thought he was
okay.
He was pretty solid in here. I mean, you're making it too deep for.
How am I making it too deep? That's fucking like a main archetype of this villain.
I mean, he's just an asshole. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah, who wants to fucking dictate?
Destroy the galaxy.
Literally. He wants to conquer this galaxy. How is that not fascism?
I mean, but even in the movie, it's mostly just him is his son who wants to do it, not really Bowser.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That I thought it was funny that they're trying to like make it like a cute like father and son thing, and like I get that that's the bit, but it was just funny seeing like people losing their shit over this storyline, and I was like, they're basically like fucking nuts. It's like why are we like laughing at this shit? But anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
No, I'm with you, Edgar. It's fucking weird.
Why are we laughing at it? Is it Bowser? We're supposed to laugh at Bowser.
And another
yeah, but
thing
not at him like committing acts of fascism.
Another thing about that storyline that also just for like very paper thin is the fact that they're trying to make Bowser have this like conflict, like inner conflict within him, but then like it just gets thrown just off the window.
They don't do anything with it.
No, and they go back and they go back to the like reversal, and then they reverse again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad they didn't make him kind of like, because I was worried. I'm like, he's a bad guy. Don't try and make him more than that. Like he's a bad person. Don't try and make him like kind of just like I'm going back and forth. Like, you're Bowser. You're a bad dude. Just stay as a bad dude. And like him and his son get together at the end of the movie, but it's just like I wanted them to commit more to bad, goofy Bowser.
Yeah. Shout out to those little Mexican guys at the beginning.
What?
Oh, in the desert?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
And shout out to fucking what's his face? Why am I blanking on his face? Childish Gambino. Why am I blanking on his name?
Yoshi.
Don Glover?
Yeah, Danny Glover. There you go. Yeah.
Donald, not Danny Glover.
Donald. Shout out for getting this paycheck for doing just fucking noises.
Weird noises. Hell yeah. Okay, yeah, let's talk about the drama then. That's crazy that we didn't talk about it. But
movie of the year.
Fantastic movie. Yeah, this and it's pretty much tied with Project Hail Mary for me. I don't know which one I like more. But yeah, the drama in Project Hail Mary, easily two of my favorite movies of the year. Just fantastic. So darkly, like it's a pretty dark comedy. Like it's a dark comedy drama all mixed into one with a very sincere relationship at its center, which makes for a very strong ending and just a very strong and engaging relationship throughout the entire movie. And I love the way the direction really puts you in the mind space of both of these characters where you can't tell what's fact and what's fiction a lot of the time, but that kind of elevates a lot of the misconceptions that they're having about each other and how they're dealing with their own insecurities and their own mishaps. But yeah, the discussions around this movie have been fantastic. The characters are pretty complex and pretty interesting. And again, very fascinating to follow. The dialogue, the writing, it's so strong. Even in the comedic scenes, you're like, there's layers to this. I just found so fascinating. Super strong movie. And again, like it's super chaotic and funny and wild and like uncomfortable. But at the end of the day, it's super romantic and sentimental as well. So I loved it.
Yeah, I love the editing of this movie. There's a lot of things that I love about this movie, but the editing is something that stood out to me right away. It has like this almost like dreamy quality that kind of reminded me of a chronology of water, where like there's things happening or there's quick like flashes of things that may happen or will happen. that I found very interesting, very playful, and really added to this chaotic energy that the characters were emitting. And I mean, yeah, like this movie is really funny and very sharp. I think I don't even really like to call it a. I don't think it's a twist because it's the whole premise of the movie. Um, do we want to dive into spoilers? I mean, if anybody,
Spoilers for everything we're talking about this month. Spoilers for everything.
Spoiler alert.
thank you,
Yeah.
Patrick. Yeah, let's get into it. Before we get into it, I guess that initial sequence of the meet cute, man, what a perfect setup for this movie.
Mhm.
You immediately buy into their chemistry, why they even fell in love with each other, the way that Robert Pattinson is like sort of narrating the thing of like him explaining what he wants to write in his speech to his friend. It's freaking great. And one of the things that I really appreciated about that whole sequence that then later on goes into like the dance number is that it really does trick you into thinking that it's going to be like a straight rom-com and kind of like setting up this like calm before the storm type of thing, and then the storm finally hits once we are like in the wine tasting setup at the venue for the wedding. And man, Evan.
We meet Rachel's crazy ass. Is that her name, right? The
Rachel, yeah.
Rachel, the friend, her crazy ass, who's what do you call it? Their worst deed is by far not even no contest the worst thing that somebody has done in this movie. Like, it is laughably crazy. You know, they're going
That's
around.
the smart. Sorry, that's the smart thing about this movie too. Is that like,
Yeah,
besides the drama that Zendaya brings up, like
yeah.
she's the most innocent person in this movie.
For sure, right? It's like, oh yeah, I did something in the past, and then I got better from it. Basically, is Zendaya's thing.
Yeah.
Like, she had dark thoughts about a school shooting, which is just wild to say in a sentence. Like, how did this movie even get like greenlit? Oh yeah, our main character was almost a school shooter in
Played by
America.
Zendaya.
Played by Zendaya. It's like, this is wild, and we're gonna have her in the past with a gun, practicing, you know, in the woods, you know, talking shit online. But we're gonna make it very funny and like slightly endearing when the recovery starts happening. But that part was very fascinating. But then again, yeah, Rachel during the whole wine tasting, it's like, oh yeah, me and this like younger boy that I was like, you know, friends with, babysitting, whatever. I just locked him in the woods overnight, and I ran away. Didn't tell anybody about
Fucked
it.
up.
I'm like, oh my god! Like,
Also,
like my dad and Jalen were just like, wait. Like, what is happening right now? Like, this
wait.
is-
No, one of the things that I find fascinating about her revealing that is that there's a point in her secret, her telling the secret, where she can. There's like everybody in the table is kind of like rounding up on her, and everybody's like, oh, like they find them, and she's like, I don't know, and then she kind of like very quickly like backs it up, and I'm like, oh, they found him, but like that feels like more like her like saving her ass than maybe what actually did happen.
No, I think she wouldn't have fucking said anything if he wasn't caught.
if he died.
Yeah.
Or no,
But-
if he just went missing, she wouldn't.
But another
at
thing that
all.
I really like about again, going back to the initial setup of the movie with like the whole meet cute thing is that when we first meet Rachel, it's Zendaya, her and her co-worker at this like coffee shop, and immediately you can just tell that there's like a certain vibe about Rachel towards Emma that is very
what
passive
scene
aggressive.
again?
It's at the beginning of the movie when they're like talking about their speeches, and it's Zendaya, it's Emma, Rachel, and the co-worker, the other white girl.
Okay, gotcha.
And they're talking about how when she cries, when Zendaya's character cries, that she cries ugly,
Yes,
and then Rachel, oh, but I don't mean you, I mean like everybody. It's like, no, you meant her, but like you know,
Mhm.
you're trying to be
Yeah.
nice about it. But I, you know, you said something earlier, Evan, about how like, oh, like after that scene of the reveal of the shooting, that's when Zendaya's characters kind of like starts explaining herself and like atoning. And like the thing is that I don't even think this movie is like having her atone for anything. She already did that. She did
Right.
that like right away when she was a teenager. She
Exactly.
did the work while she didn't do the thing, but she thought about it, and she still atoned for it in one way or another. None of these other people. First of all, I don't even think Charlie, Robert Parents' character, ever did like an actual
didn't-
bad thing. He
He
was
did
just
nothing
lying.
bad in his life.
Yeah, and if anything, this movie it's about him doing
Or,
the one
like,
bad thing.
I think that's
Exactly.
what it is. But
Yeah.
also, if he did, I don't think he would have told it anyways.
Yeah,
For sure. No, yeah, I think it's definitely that. But yeah, I think it's definitely he made something up to be like, oh yeah, I did something bad in my like you didn't do shit, buddy.
And
but as Edgar
this
said,
movie
like,
is his worst thing. Yeah.
yeah, this is his worst moment.
it's
and
his worst
that's-
and his atonement, sort of, kind of the end.
and that's what makes Zendaya's coming back to him at the end peak because it really goes full circle with her journey.
Yeah, the comedy in this movie is
But
really
yeah,
good.
I really adored. Oh yeah, go ahead.
No, I would just say like the comedy of this in this movie is really good. It's funny. The first time that I watched this movie, I had to like leave real quickly just to take a piss and then come back. So I missed the whole scene with the photo shoot with Sophie Winters. So I didn't catch that until like my second viewing, and once I saw that, I was like, okay, that's probably one of the best bits in the movie. That was great. The stuff with the DJ in the wedding and the third act is fucking incredible.
Hilarious.
Even some of the other stuff that Robert Parents is like charisma and like like comedic chops are just like so natural. Like there's things that he says that are just like that are true, but also very funny. Like when he's trying to explain to Rachel about the fact that when Emma was a child, that she saw her best friend die, which is a lie.
Yeah.
And like he said, trying to explain, like, well, yeah, like guns is like, shooting is like an American culture. And it's like, it's a funny line, but also it's kind of true.
Mm-hmm.
Very true. But that scene is so funny to me, Edgar, because like that scene comes after Zendaya told him like what she did to get better, right? Like going to all the like the pro anti-gun stuff like that. And then when he's explaining to Rachel and his best friend about how Zendaya stuff isn't that bad, please continue coming to our wedding. He doesn't mention that stuff. He mentions the whole like, well, her best friend died, even though that didn't, that part is kind of like messy,
irrelevant.
It was like
he feels like he needs to rationalize it for them and for himself too.
But I'm shocked he didn't mention like to rationalize it. Wouldn't have been better to mention like, hey, she did X, Y, and Z. I just learned about what she did to get better. But instead, he just talks
because
about
it would probably come off of as like inauthentic,
possibly
performative,
yeah. But I'm like, that was your time, Charlie. If you really wanted them on her side, but yeah, Charlie's like slow, like not even slow, rapid unraveling over the course of this was really really fascinating to watch. Him continuing to make all these weird bad decisions in the vein of like really wanting to, internally like side with her. You could tell he has a sincere affection for Zendaya, but it comes across, and everything that he does just like has like an opposite effect. And it's just that slow unraveling, especially during the party, is just, oh my gosh, I've never slid in my seat more when she's like, oh, this is about us, like fucking, like when her best friend said that. I was losing my mind. It was so awkward, so comedic, so wild, just insane.
And with like such a perfect really heartfelt ending too, which is surprising after all of the chaos.
Yeah,
it knew how to end this and it did perfectly.
1,000, 1,000,000%. Like without this ending, like this gets like a 4 stars for me. But like this gets like a perfect rating for me because it really sealed the deal at the end.
Yeah, great movie. Watch it if you haven't.
Really watch it. Like I can't wait to watch it again because it is definitely my favorite movie going experience of the year. The audience was into it. It is just, I love it, like smartly told, super like immersive kind of movie, because this really is one of those movies where it puts you as the viewer, like, hey, what would you do in this situation? How would you react? Would you be like one of Charlie's friends here? Would you be like Rachel? Like, who would you kind of be like in this kind of awkward situation that you can't really envision? Like, I can't imagine any of my friends saying like, "Oh, I was almost a school shooter." Like it's hard to react to that, admittedly. But it's also hard to react to what Rachel said too. It's very funny and wild and just very this movie just has that magical connective sauce where you just really want to talk about.
And it's also like really like fresh and interesting, and
Yeah.
takes a lot of risk, which is cool to see like two of our biggest stars attach themselves to this project and actually like be a star vehicle for this and make it do well in theaters, which is really exciting for the state of the industry.
For sure. It didn't just make more than Challengers, or at least like domestically, at least. Like that is shocking. You know, Challengers had like the sex appeal, the hot appeal, but this one just really, really caught on with word of mouth in a good way.
Yeah.
And as Josh said, like I love this movie taking risks. Like this is really, really bold storytelling.
I never thought this would be like one of those movies where like a coworker movie where like, well, at least people like our age, a lot of my coworkers like have seen this movie, know about it.
Yeah,
I crazy because I never thought like a movie like this would be like that.
Yeah, some of my teacher friends.
The power of Zendaya.
It really is. Yeah, some of my teacher friends saw this, and I'm just like, oh wow, yeah, please go see this movie.
Yeah, it was funny seeing like being in public and people just talking about this movie on their own. I'm like, hell yeah, baby.
Yeah, we're back.
We're back. Original movies. Let's go.
I will say probably my only negative about this movie, which is not even a negative on the movie, is just like weird given the circumstances with the director, is like that one visual gag between Robert Pattinson and like the younger version of Zendaya. Also given the fact that I saw this movie like a few days before it was released, and it had already been like a week or week and a half after those stories like resurfaced, and I remember seeing them like, you didn't cut this? You didn't think about cutting it?
It's a weird choice.
Again, I don't even like, it makes sense within the context of the movie.
Yeah,
it's just a weird thing to
for sure
keep given the things that we know. But
yeah. Did you guys see Exit 8, the video game movie?
I did.
You did?
I did.
What do you think, Josh?
I thought it was started out pretty interesting and really well shot, really well staged, like video game horror movie, then got pretty repetitive, and I feel like its thematic work was way too heavy-handed eventually. And I would have liked if we just stuck to the rules of the game and like if our characters weren't as fucking stupid.
Yeah, so this is fascinating. I agree in parts with you. The movie starts off strong, of course, just like the video game. And the video game isn't like a super. There's no narrative to the game. You go through loops and then you try to see like it's a very fun game to play like with like people in Discord. But anyways, like I was getting nervous. I'm like, okay, this movie. Even going into, I'm like, it can get real repetitive real fast. Like this could be a 20-minute movie. This could
and like I feel like the repetitiveness is like what makes this engaging, whereas the things they do to try and force a narrative into it kind of like took me out of it a little bit.
Actually, I liked it, and for me, I think it was heavy-handed. So like I like that they added stuff to it for personally. It did unfortunately get like a bit too much. Like there just wasn't
it's the fucking like the horrors of becoming a father. We get it. Like
like
it's kind of shoved down your throats a little bit. Yeah,
exactly. I mean, the horrors of becoming a father and just like the main character's apathy too, right? Like even outside of becoming a father, just like being more vocal and being more active in general as a person. But even that, I was like, okay, that's kind of it. I did like some of the imagery though, some very nice imagery with him and his son. So that was kind of interesting. It just unfortunately there's no.
I thought the way this is shot is really cool too.
Really,
like, very like lawn takes. Very like the atmosphere is really good.
I was shocked about that. I was like, I'm going into an Exit 8 movie, and I'm seeing a lot of great long takes and some beautiful shots. I'm like, okay, kind of cooking. But then again, it runs a bit too long there, and then it kind of loses track of the video game essence of it all. But even then, the video game essence of it all could unfortunately get also repetitive. So like there wasn't a nice
And
balance.
like we're just started like warping reality of like, is this kid his son? I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That really, I mean, I know it was mostly just like a metaphor, but
It was a metaphor. Yeah.
it's just, I don't know. It wasn't as interesting to me as like the main hook of the movie.
And even then, I think they could have gone way farther with the horror of it all. Like, if you play the video game, there's some horror sequences. Like, they did the blood coming down the hallway. Cool. They did the darkness room. Cool. But there's a ton of deep, horrific, like, what do they call it? Like, errors that he could have come across. And even then, with each error, like, in the video game, as a player, you're like, okay, could this be one? Oh, shit, it is a thing. Let me run away. But in the movie, you have to remove that sensibility, and the main character just has to be, as Josh mentioned, kind of stupid sometimes. Where it's just like, hey,
I feel like there's
what are you doing?
There's a way to make it more interesting, like you're saying, without the characters being stupid. You just like expand on the rules of this lore and like make it like exit fucking 20 or something.
Yeah. It just makes it like make it more abrasive. But for him to like open up and be like, ah! Or just him like slowly being like, what the? I'm like, hey, come on. There's only so many times you can be shook about what's going on. Like,
or like something that's like obviously an anomaly, and he just goes for it.
That's what I'm saying, Josh. I'm like, okay, boom. Like if I'm playing the game, I'm like, okay, boom. I'm booking it the other way. Next level, move on. But he has to be like,
what is this?
Yeah,
it's just this is like, I'm sure this is part of the thing now, right?
So that
got a little annoying, but like I think this movie ultimately is pretty successful.
Pretty solid. Exactly. I gave it 3.5. So yeah, up next is Jerry Maguire weekend.
Hell yeah!
This is my first time seeing it.
I'd watched half of it last year, then I just never came back to it. So
nice.
I only watched the full thing.
Peak. What did you guys give this? Let me look here. Oh, you guys gave it 5, 4.5. Yeah. Nice. Yeah. This movie is so strong, man. This is great. Like my theater was surprisingly a little bit packed, but a lot of the iconic scenes that I've known about, seeing the full breadth of these scenes was really special. Like, of course, the "You Had Me at Hello" scene. Like I've seen like the end of that clip.
It's like I never like. It's interesting to put together how many iconic like memes or quotes are from this movie.
It's crazy. I'm watching this like with the internal tally, Show me the money. Like that is lit. Like that was so fantastic.
And like I know it's one of the greatest Oscar wins, but like Cuba Gooding Jr. in this is fucking electric. It's incredible.
Amazing, incredible, fantastic, well-deserved win. Beautiful performance. And he's just not like he's not a comedic gag, right? Like he starts off as like, oh, he's just like the comedic funny guy, like show me the money, Larry. But like overall, like
he's like his character is why it like changes Tom Cruise's like Jerry Maguire's arc completely because as funny as he is, he has a successful family life. He has like a very heartwarming, solid family life, something that Jerry just doesn't have. Nazi like would never want or have or could like put together, but learns from this character that like he wants to change.
Exactly, like he wants this way of life. And I thought, the wife,
Renee Zellweger,
really great, really great in this movie. Her son is so cute. Great shit there. Just a lot of heartwarming, hilarious moments in this. Like I had a huge smile on my face the entire movie. Like it was electric.
It's like I miss this type of like. I mean, I say I miss like I lived during this time, but
oh man, the 80s.
Remember back in my day.
But like, it sucks we don't get these like genre bending like dramedies from like big studios from big auteurs anymore.
It's a sports movie, drama. It's a comedy. It's so many great quotes in this movie. Not only like one-liners that have become memes, but like that scene when Tom Cruise comes back from the big win of the night. And comes back to the house and he's like giving his speech and he's like, if this is empty, then this doesn't matter. And then like the way that she replies of like, oh, you had me at hello. It's like, let's go.
That was fantastic. like I seen the ending of that scene, but just seeing the full breath.
And I like the twist on the twist on her character. Like you don't expect the single mom to be as horny as she is, but it's great.
Very horny.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, like she's not like, I mean, she doesn't have it all together, but like seeing the full state of her, her past relationships, and even the dynamic with her sister was really great, like fantastic. I love how sincere her sister was.
Oh yeah, great.
Just really wanted the best for her, because she hasn't had the best history with men. And yeah, just that whole scenario was very, very like the scene where he like says like, "Oh, you want to get married?" Like any other, not any other, but like most women would be like, "Oh, okay," but she like immediately says yes, and like we see like the consequences of that for both of them in real time, and that was very sweet to follow.
Yeah, that scene where Tom Cruise comes to their house like drunk, and he's just like having a heart to heart with the kid.
Oh, the kid is like such a great child performance here.
Yeah,
my goat from Stuart Little.
I need to rewatch Stuart Little, man. That movie was my shit.
Yeah.
Also, the scene I love is when he comes back and he realizes that he's fired. Like, who's coming with me? Crickets.
This is one of Tom Cruise's best.
For real, 1,000%. 1,000%.
Tom Cruise we don't have anymore. I mean, we might with Edgar, but
damn, wait, hold the fuck up.
When was the last time Tom Cruise fucked in a movie?
I mean, Top Gun Maverick, technically.
Off camera, doesn't count.
Off camera.
That was a setless set scene.
Maybe Top Gun 3. I don't know. Man, Top Gun 3 by Lin-Manuel Miranda.
John M. Chu.
Hey! Oh no, that's probably gonna happen too. Does he fucking directed that propaganda for Paramount?
If John M. Chu did a Top Gun, I'm walking out into the middle of the street. Y'all see me in the night
from one of the In the Heights' biggest fans.
Why wouldn't you wait for fucking Kosinski unless he doesn't want to do it? But
that Miami Vice movie is gonna take a long time.
Yeah, it's probably
wait. It'll be worth it.
It's a better pick too.
Yeah, by that point we'll get Top Gun 2030. And does Paramount want to wait for that long? Anyways,
speaking of like.
Yeah,
I did follow this up with another Cameron Crowe, Tom Cruise collaboration.
Before this, I am shocked. Like, if Jerry Maguire comes out nowadays, Tom Cruise is getting nominated, right? Like,
oh yeah,
that was shocking that he wasn't even nominated for this. Like, that's wild. Was the best
That's
actor
crazy.
list that tight that year? Like, what are we doing?
Also, like, we wouldn't have a movie like this right now if it did come out.
If it did come out.
Speaking of that, fucking Vanilla Sky.
I've never
2001. This is the other Cameron Crowe, Tom Cruise collaboration. A fucking psychotic movie. This movie's insane. Have you guys seen it?
I have not.
No. Okay. I'll do very light what this movie's about, but like we start with Tom Cruise as like a successful businessman. He has the life. He has the women. He's like a playboy.
Okay.
And he's in this like friends with benefits situation where it's Cameron Diaz who plays her. Is crossing the line into becoming like obsessed with him, and eventually he gets to in a car crash, and it alters his face, and he has to live with it's like kind of like Elephant Man / Toy Face. Whatever to see to that. But is it though? I won't say more, but this movie takes fucking drastic turns and twists, and it's like not at all what you think it's going to be until it's not. I think it's really twisted, but also like lands on such a sentimental beat for some reason, but it's also really dark. It's really ambitious, probably one of the most ambitious movies of this era, and it's just insane. And Penelope Cruz is something else in this movie.
Where did you fall on it? You more so loved it or liked it?
Oh, I loved it. This is like a movie made for me. It's messy and ambitious, but like, I love that shit.
Okay, nice. Yeah, that's one of my blind spots for Tom Cruise.
Edgar coded. Let's go.
It is totally.
Have you seen Interview with the Vampire with Tom Cruise?
I have not.
I've seen parts of it. I've never seen it from beginning to end.
Oh, I love that one. Like, Tom Cruise stealing the scene from an early Brad Pitt. early 2000s Brad Pitt, which was really good.
I mean, are we surprised?
Yeah, Brad Pitt was excellent in Seven just a few years earlier.
Fucking Ocean's 11. What are you talking about, Edgar?
Yeah, Brad Pitt's a great actor. We're not doing this.
Are you trying to say he's a bad actor?
I'm not trying to say that, but
yeah, you are.
Who do you? Okay, who's the better actor?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, obviously.
There we go.
But like,
That's what I'm saying.
great,
but during
why
that
are you surprised?
During that era, it's like Tom Cruise, his character, like Tom Cruise wasn't the right like pick for that character initially, but then he comes into the role and like really excels it. Okay, yeah, that was kind of the big thing.
I feel like late stage Brad Pitt, like F1 aside, is probably the best he's been. Right, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Babylon, mostly.
Just 2 movies. I mean, yeah.
But he's great in the Ocean Trilogy and some other stuff.
7,
yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about some bad movies real quick.
Okay.
Edgar, I know you watched Thrash.
Hell yeah.
Edgar? Thrash was hot ass mess. I'm all for crazy shark movies. I thought this would be more in line with, again, I think the last great like survival animal antagonist movie, which was Crawl.
Yeah,
I think that was like the last like great one. Yeah, well, Crawl was like what? You're like 2017, 2018 now.
No, that was
2016, I think.
16?
No.
So I look up Crawl.
Wasn't that before COVID or like almost during COVID?
It was before 2019.
I said 2018.
Yeah,
that was close. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, Crawl was like such a ride. I'm like, okay, finally we're back. We can make goofy but intelligent, like these like
it's Sam Raimi, yeah.
Like monster-ish kind of movies. But since then, we just haven't had the juice to make compelling, fun ones anymore. Just make it fun. This movie's ass. Like, it's really bad. Like, and the characters are some of the most unintelligent characters. The funniest gag here is there's a pregnant lady who works at a meat factory who isn't from this who isn't from this place. And somehow, she is the last to leave. I'm like, how is that possible? You're pregnant. You're the last to leave. And then all of a sudden she realizes, oh, wait, there's a storm outside? Oh, I didn't know this was going to happen. I'm like, what the flying fuck? But the funniest gag here is the place is flooding. The flood's
I think I know
coming,
where
right?
you're going.
The flood's coming. She meets this truck driver. The truck driver is like, he can see the flood coming. And he's just like, okay, behind me is kind of blocked. You're screwed. But the flood is coming, so he's like, just find a way around it.
Just drive through the fucking tree.
And she like just goes straight. I'm like, oh.
And she fucking listens. She's
I'm like,
stupid enough to listen.
I'm like, I thought you were just gonna go on the sidewalk, go around the obvious debris in front of you, but she goes straight into a tree. It's like, shit. And then the truck driver.
This is the director of Violent Night.
Yep.
Oh boy. But the truck driver tries to go onto the highway. I'm like, why didn't you tell her to go onto the highway, which is right behind her? She could have made it. Her car is faster than the truck.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that was wild. I'm like, hey, just quickly reverse into the highway. You would have easily made it. But no, let me get stuck on this wood thing.
Wait,
it was crazy.
Phoebe Denver and Jamin Hansu are in this?
Jamin Hansu unscathed.
Why do they keep doing this to me, to him, to me and him?
His career, he's fantastic and everything, but I don't know what to blame it on. Like racist Hollywood, I don't know.
I mean, he's great in Quiet Place.
He's excellent in Quiet Place. He's excellent in a lot of things, but they're not giving him what he deserves. And his character is booty. Like his daughter or niece or whatever is like stranded, and I see no urgency in him. I see no urgency. He's like, oh yeah, she's stranded. Oh yeah, but there might be sharks in this area. Let me
Does he want his daughter to die?
It's like, dude, Edgar, and they're on the road. He's just chilling with the news people. I'm like, yo, where's your urgency? Like, come on. Like, he should have been like, boom, boom, my girl's in danger. I gotta go. Nope. He's just like, okay, let me call her up. Okay, you'll be fine. Just stay in the house. Don't stay in the house. That's bad advice. Don't stay in the house. It will flood. but he's like, okay, just stay where you are. You know, he doesn't even say I'll come get you initially. He just say just stay where you are. I'm just like, okay, this is wild. Yeah, this movie sucks.
This is some fucking Looney Tunes that shit. At some point at the end of the movie, they just blow up a fucking shark like pack with like dynamite. Like literally like
It sounds
fucking...
pretty cool.
It's not.
Well, and then Edgar, the bull sharks are the bad sharks, but then there's a great white shark that's coming in. It's going to be super imposing and does nothing at the end of the movie. I'm just
they just do the Jurassic Park thing with the T-Rex at the end where it just comes to save the day out of fucking nowhere.
Out of nowhere for no reason at all. I'm like, okay, cool, why not? Sure, cool. This shark's a good one. Okay. And then the other plot line with the 3 kids and then the racist white family.
It also literally looks like the fucking shark from fucking Hoppers.
Facts. But yeah, like there's like 3 kids who get abused by like their parents, and the parents, of course, get a comeuppance. They die unceremoniously. But then the end of their arc is just like, okay, we're just gonna drive off in the middle of a flood.
Some sharks. Yeah.
I'm like, wait, what? Like, Edgar, they got into a car. I'm like, where are they going? The place is flooded. I'm like, what is happening here? Is this a happy ending? I'm like, okay, we'll just go off the street into the sunset. I'm like, you get 5 meters, and then you're stuck. Like, what is happening? Whatever. And the car still works somehow. Whatever.
I don't know how dynamite works, but like, it's flooded. The fucking dynamite goes under the water, and it's still going off somehow.
It still goes off perfectly. Yeah. Okay.
They have the waterproof fuses, Edgar.
Yeah, for sure. That movie's bad, but something equally as bad. Let's talk about it. The Mummy.
God.
This movie is bad.
I did not think you would like hate this more than us.
This movie is bad.
Give us your rant, Evan. Give us your rant.
It's been a minute.
Comparing to The Mummy, both mummies, the 90s and the fucking 30s one.
This movie is so lifeless. It's so lifeless. It's boring. It's not even scary. It's not even horrific. The sense of like the seeping dread, the seeping trauma of this movie is not even that engaging in the slightest. And the character of family drama, they center so much of this bullshit on.
It's so bad.
It's so bad. Like oh my gosh. And one of the scenes that really aggravated me is when the dad is like, you blame all this shit on me, don't you? And she didn't say anything. She's like, ugh. And then like
communication.
And then he's like, oh, I didn't mean to say that. And then she just like locks herself in. I'm like, this is writing that I hate 101. If you said it, you fucking mean to say it. You don't, whatever.
Also, like this family just doesn't communicate.
Not at all.
They talk to each other in the movie.
They don't give a fuck about each other. Okay, Evan, tell me why the fuck. First of all, these other children are like neglected. The second, the other one comes back.
Yep. And so much so we're like, this dad is like investigating what happened while his fucked up daughter is like killing his son.
Guys, I'm sitting there blown out of my mind. The dad is under the basement doing some CSI bullshit, and the daughter is sitting here getting taken. I'm like, is nobody like? All we need is somebody on the top floor of the house can just hear this. Also,
shit. It's not quiet. It's like
not at all. I'm like, why are the children the only ones I hear? The children were hoed in this movie. I'm like, yo, take care of your children. Call 411 kid, 911 kid, something. Like these parents are neglectful as fuck. Like it was shocking. Like and we have this belief that these are just bad parents, but they also want me to care about these parents too because of what happened to their child. I'm like, oh my gosh! And you guys didn't know your own daughter was talking to a person in the fence, but the son did. But the sister didn't want me to tell you.
They didn't want them. They're not good parents.
These are the worst parents I've seen in a very long time.
Yeah,
a long time. Like this was like overextending my like logical sensibilities. I'm like,
and like you could argue that's the point of the movie, but like if only the movie knew that.
Yeah, like it can't be the point of the movie because we're supposed to sympathize with them and what's going on with the child and the daughter got taken. Like we should, as an audience, sympathize with the child being taken. That's traumatizing. But at the same time, because they're bad parents.
The first sign, you know, the fucking kid, what's her fucking name, like Katie or whatever the fuck.
Sure.
Her getting abducted aside. When they find her, and they go visit her for the first time at the hospital, the doctor very clearly tells them, do not say or do anything that could possibly disrupt her. What do? They start fucking grabbing her and like asking her fucking questions. It's like, dude, my guy, stop.
This is
and and also another thing that some people have tried to use this as a bad thing. I've tried to use this as a bad thing, but it's not because I actually think it's bad. It's because it's just badly done. The fact that this movie is basically just an Evil Dead movie disguised as a mummy. And the thing is, that could be cool.
That sounds cool on paper.
That could be cool because, like, if you go back to the original Mummy, it's basically just Dracula, but with a mummy skin on top of it. Yep. The Brendan Fraser is just Indiana Jones with a mummy skin on top of it. This could be just Evil Dead with a mummy skin on top of it, but it just doesn't work. It's fucking dull. I don't find anything scary. The big scene that everybody keeps like praising with the nail, which on paper it's fucking cool and it's shot well. I don't give a fuck. Like, why am I supposed to find this like interesting if I don't give a fuck about any of these characters?
Exactly.
I am baffled at. Let me just call people out. I am baffled at all the critics and people that saw this movie and say it's one of the most terrifying movies of the year. What movie are you
Courtney
watching?
Howard.
Yeah. What movie are you guys watching? Nothing about this movie is terrifying. Like you mentioned the nail scene. I'm like if this
we've seen that so many times before.
If this was an Evil Dead movie, this would be like the bottom of the list with a.
And
with
you
a
would
bullet.
get fucking Lee Cronin's Evil Dead movie. It's actually fucking fun and entertaining. And the characters are like not like written. It's an Evil Dead movie, so it lets the characters not be the main focus.
Yeah,
even though the characters are actually interesting.
I had faith in this movie because I liked the Evil Dead movie. It's not one of my favorite Evil Dead movies, but it's pretty solid. This movie doesn't go nearly as like grotesque as an Evil Dead movie, but it tries to.
It tries to.
Yeah, it's just like it wasn't disgusting, and all the characters are just so dumb.
Like, I will say the spinal fluid stuff is pretty cool. Well, that's the one like moment of like ingenuity in its set pieces.
And then like the ending with the ending with like
that was a studio note, right?
They kidnap the person who did this.
Oh god!
So they can body hop and get the family back together.
Evan,
fucking
okay.
grown.
Evan, so okay, when we went to the premiere of this thing,
we went to the premiere of this. It was probably like the most like tame premiere I've been to, or like press screen I've been to.
A bunch of things happened. One, I at one point I turned to Josh and I told him, why do you think that James Wan is here at this premiere besides the fact that he needs to so he can kill the fucking rumors that he hated this movie? And after seeing this movie, honestly, I actually kind of believe it.
Probably.
Second, there was this like huge mummy thing on top of a truck that people could take pictures with, right? We didn't really get a good look of it, but like the reason why I'm bringing
this is a giant sarcophagus on like a truck trailer with like actors on it.
Yeah.
It was outside of the building.
Like, the reason why I'm bringing that up is because we watched the movie like maybe almost a week and a half before it released, maybe a week. I don't fucking remember.
In 2 weeks. Yeah.
At some point, days after we had seen the movie, I'm driving to work in LA, north of LA, and I see this fucking truck passing by again with the fucking mummy thing on top of it, and it just got me thinking. You know, it's established early on in the movie that they were trying to move Katie from this location and the fucking plane crash. How the fuck did they got it from the fucking from America, where the fuck they are, New Mexico, back to Egypt without it crashing again?
Great point. Yeah, because it crashes in the first place. It's so convoluted. Like we were moving it because there was a flood happening or something was going to happen, so we had to move it. But then it's
implied that the thing crashed because the mummy didn't want to be moved or whatever the hell.
Yeah, right. I don't know.
It's just fucking messy, man. The whole thing about like, you know, one of my favorite things in horror. It doesn't always work, but whenever they're like gonna explain something with VHS, that's a really cool opportunity to get really creepy, and it's just very tame in this movie.
Yeah,
and I don't like bring her back much, but that's the one thing it did successfully.
I was just gonna say bring her back
successfully.
Yeah. And also another nitpick is like even in the VHS stuff when they're explaining stuff, just commit that you're a mummy movie. They try to say all these stuff that what it is, like, oh, it's a something 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 like
Yeah.
some fancy word for it. I'm like, just it's a mummy movie. Have fun with it. You're a mummy movie. Just call it a mummy. Like nobody even.
No,
understands the mummy.
Evan, it is Lee Cronin's The Mummy.
Oh,
actually.
my bad. Yeah. Well, you really stamped his name on piece of trash.
Yeah.
This movie's just not good. Not good at all. It's just not engaging, not fun.
You know how bad this movie was? Me and Josh had to like go run back to the car to fucking laugh so we wouldn't be like we like broke down in his fucking car, like so people wouldn't hear us. But like, my God, everybody, like we were walking back to the car and we could hear other people talking about the movie. We're like, oh my
I was
God, it was so
surprised how
scary.
good that was. It's so like the tension is crazy.
There's no tension. I was waiting for shit to happen. Like the third act really sold this movie. Like it just goes down. It's already
And
bad.
it's like makes no sense to like
Yeah.
the rest of the movie.
We're just gonna body hop this crazy mummy. Like
It's a cool set piece, but like to what point?
no idea. That sequel,
My God, no.
man.
Yeah. All right, I'll be back. You guys talk about.
Wait. Before you leave, I have a question. What's worse and what's the bigger bomb? This or The Exorcist Believer?
This.
The Exorcist Believer at least has some cool stuff, and it's like bad, but in a funny way. This is just stupid.
Me and Edgar talk about like the first like 15 or 10 minutes of Exorcist Believer. You're like, oh wait,
That's potential. Yeah.
Are they cooking something here? And then it goes nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah.
What made it? Or did this bomb bigger?
The Mummy actually made some money, I think.
Yeah, I think The Exorcist by default is just a bigger bomb because of how much they paid for the rights to begin with to make the trilogy. That
this one cost like
20 that was launching a trilogy too.
Yeah. This one cost like 20 million.
That movie ends on a cliffhanger. Remember, of like, we're gonna go to hell to get the other girl back.
Oh my God! Right. I'm like, oh my God, I forgot about that. Man, that movie's
again, like it's bad, but it's like funny bad.
I can't wait for Mike Flanagan's Exorcist.
Bro, I can't wait.
We're doing a commentary for Believer before that.
Oh, we got to. Who's getting Mike Flanagan's Exorcist on the draft next year?
Ben, our draft.
Speaking of the draft, our draft's falling apart this year.
It's not good, Bob.
Not good. All right, I'll be right back. Talk about something, you guys.
Cool. This weekend was also a weekend.
Oh, wait, it's Edgar.
He
hasn't seen Maul. Do you want to talk about Maul right now?
He said he saw Maul. He
did. Okay.
He binge watched all 10 episodes yesterday or something.
That's what I did. Like I don't only watch like 2 before yesterday.
That's crazy. How are you guys doing that? That's crazy. Yeah. That's wild. And you guys weren't spoiled like the whole month.
Stay tuned, folks. That show's pretty fucking great.
That show is really great. Did you guys go see Whisper of the Heart?
I did. He didn't. So we
didn't go see it. But we can talk about that. I love this movie so much. It means so much to me. It is a very personal movie for me. When we were doing the Ghibli binge a couple years back, and I first saw this, I'm like, oh wait, this movie is everything I love. Like it is romantic, sentimental, heartfelt, a beautiful character piece too. Like this movie, even outside of their like very very sweet and touching relationship, I really loved how character focused the main character is, and her motivations and her dreams, and how they kind of like positively rub off on each other. But it's not like a smooth street too. Like she gets motivated by her love interest, but also goes down like a pretty much very similar to Kiki, where she like overburdens herself with her aspirations, tries to do things at a very short pace, and pays like a slight.
It's just surprisingly, once again, from like the studio, it's surprisingly mature story.
Very mature storytelling.
See much of in animation.
It's mature, but also incredibly like beautiful and imaginative in its in its messaging too.
Totally. And this is my first watch for this movie, and it easily became one of my favorite Studio Ghibli movies. Just felt like it was made for me. It's like a really cozy but like really interestingly written and smartly written like day in the life movie of like this girl in her town basically. Bingo. And it has these like moments of fucking wonder and magic of her like exploring, like walking up, following the dog, and finding the shop again, and just these images of her looking off into these vistas, and the music's incredible, and the main romance is really interesting, and like reminded me of like The Wind Rises and how mature it is, how smartly written it is. And it's just really fascinating to see like how witty this is and how just it feels like a live action movie. It feels like a like really interesting character drama, and that's such a stark contrast to what mainstream animation is these days. And like fucking Illumination, where it's just like instant gravitation.
Exactly right. Like it's such a mature storytelling, so imaginative, and I just love how romantic their partnership is. Like, you know, just so many like iconic scenes that I love in this movie. Like when they're singing "Country Roads" at the
and how that like stays through and like is the main message of this movie is really interesting.
It's peak, man. That song it just means so much to me. The ending, Confession, is peak.
It's interesting. I went in this movie kind of blind, so like the fucking crazy realization of like finding out how this movie is marketed off of that one scene, or two scenes of her writing the book, is like that's the fucking poster.
Yeah, right. It's so funny,
and it's like it's crazy to see how they like thought they needed to market this on such fantastical elements when the movie is so much more interesting than that.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Just her dreams as being in like an author, his dreams, and just his dreams going overseas, and just the willingness to be. And this kind of goes into the mature nature of it all. Like it's not one of those slice of life romances where they get to grow together and like furnish their dreams together. He goes away for a long period of time.
Yeah, that's why this is so rare, because like not only does their love take them on separate paths, and that's a positive outcome in the movie, but like her having to set goals for herself in order to find out what she wants to do, I think that's really rare, not just in animation, but like any mainstream movies these days.
1000%, man. And one of my favorite scenes is when she comes home and her sister's like, "What, you're doing what now?" And like the mom
and her parents are supportive.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Like her dad comes in, pours himself some coffee, or he like, gives himself a smoke, and he's like, "Okay," and like the sister's like, "What is he gonna say?" And he's like, "Go through with it." Like,
and that's why Ghibli's so special, because in like a DreamWorks movie, the dad would be the fucking antagonist of the movie who would be against her dreams,
right? And he allows her to make mistakes because this isn't like a healthy feeling. She is
exactly failing. It's not healthy what she's doing, but
she's
like
failing all her exams.
She's trusting his daughter, and that's like that's reality.
It's so good.
If you're lucky.
Exactly. If you have good parents, like allow her to make mistakes. Like, hey, she's failing all her exams. She rushes. She makes a product. The grandfather gets to read it, and he's like, "It's not perfect." But there's mistakes here.
It's surprisingly a really progressive movie,
right? It's like, hey, it's not perfect, but stick with this. There's no rush. Stick with this. There's no rush. And she gets to like deflate
and
like,
it's trying to like.
Yeah.
Does you only have that in a movie that's not made by the U.S. or made in this country?
Oh, without
of how like college is the most important thing growing up, and you need to stick to your grades. Like having your parents like do it inside is kind of fascinating.
Yeah,
and it's really interesting to see.
Yeah, you're right. This is a very like,
especially like not to like bring race into it, but especially for like Asian parents are so strict about the grades and shit. To do it inside in a Japanese movie is really cool.
Big time. Yeah. And everything with the mom too, because the mom's like a grown adult, but she's also going to college in this movie, or at least getting like a master's degree.
And that's cool to see too. I did.
Right.
Like older woman, like still in school. That's rare representation.
Yeah. Like everybody in this movie is really just doing the things they really have a passion for. Like, you know, the dad has a really pleasing job at the library, and you can tell that's what her passion.
That's why Ghibli is so special, because they commit to like sentimentality.
Yes.
And then like authenticity while still being or they commit to a sentimentality while still being like authentic.
Yeah, and still having that like magical childish sensibility as well.
Mhm.
Too. Like
Yeah,
children,
totally.
children of all ages can watch this and be perfect.
And yeah, it's like really relatable for like people like our age.
Exactly. Like it just has a magical, timeless feel to it. It's
Yeah,
so
this
beautiful.
movie is phenomenal.
Yeah, I loved it. It became my favorite Ghibli. But you know, Ghibli just it's an unbeatable studio. Like any movie can be your favorite for any variety of reasons. And,
That's why this isn't Miyazaki, but like that's what
Yeah.
I've come to find for any Miyazaki movie. Right? I've seen people say every movie of his is their favorite movie of his, which is rare for a director and a studio.
yeah. The director of this was unfortunately passed away, but
This is
he
his only
was-
movie, right?
He was going to have a big future at Ghibli.
Mhm.
He very, very, very
Really tragic because like his work on this is fucking incredible.
Yeah, you can tell Ghibli was or Miyazaki was like, "Ooh, I see a future."
Miyazaki wrote this movie too, which is
Yeah,
like special to note.
yeah. I love Whisper of the Heart.
Edgar, watch this because I know you missed it in theaters, so watch this whenever you can.
I wonder if it's still is it on HBO Max?
I think all of them are, yeah.
It is on HBO Max still. Yep. Okay, great. I love they have that deal still. Did anybody see Fuze with Aaron Taylor Johnson?
Nope.
We're making up movies.
I'm not. This is with David Mackenzie. Another
Oh
David
shit!
Mackenzie
Another
movie.
David Mackenzie movie. Okay,
Right?
you're
Yeah.
tripping. He did
not-
Relay, which is like one of our sleeper hits from last year.
Yeah, I think what Relay and even like Hell or High Water does so well is having this.
Oh, okay.
intense-
I saw this in theaters. I forgot this was David Mackenzie. I should have saw it.
Yeah, like it has like
I'm
an
sad now.
intense, thrilling feel to it. But unfortunately, in contrast to Hell or High Water and even Relay, the character work is kind of really surprisingly bare bones in this movie. A lot of the things are left to your interpretation and kind of gets over explained in the second half of the movie. The first bit of it where you're slowly discovering what's going on, the thrilling and engaging nature of this heist and like all the moving parts with the initial heist is pretty like okay, cool, and like ever evolving. There's some certain allegiances that twist, certain things that kind of like make it even more chaotic even after the heist. But again, unfortunately, there's no central hook to engage me with the characters. I'm just like, okay, they're just doing these things and the motivations kind of fall flat for me, unfortunately. It's still very solid because it's David Mackenzie and he has like a good, like thrilling, like just pulse pounding feel to his movies, but it just doesn't have that heart that I get from like a Relay or even especially
Edgar, you need to watch Relay one of these days. I think you would really dig it.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Yeah, I've been busy watching other streaming slop.
Slop. But yeah, Relay is phenomenal. It was on Netflix. I don't know where it's at now. But a movie that you guys didn't like, that I actually really liked. Not really, really liked.
I think I know where you're going with this.
You, Me, and Tuscany.
No.
I had a good time with this movie.
I didn't
So-
hate it as much as Josh, but yeah, it's
So
fine.
let me explain our reasoning why I like this movie. There are two types of
This movie made me fucking crash out. Edgar can attest.
Okay, Evan, we had one of the worst days
Oh, yeah,
of
that's
our
it.
friendship during our watching.
Not like our friendship at stake, but like
Wait, okay.
the events that transpired after this movie.
You guys go first. Like, what's going on here?
So we watched this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
We get there, we watch the movie. I had a fun time with it, but it's fucking bad.
This movie's
Josh-
miserable. I was
Josh
miserable.
hated, Josh hated it. Josh, after the movie ended and we got out, he was like, "If you weren't here, I would have walked out."
Oh, come on.
This is I honestly like I
Oh,
would have
wow.
this has
And
probably
then-
been my one walkout of the year.
And then it had technically happened at that same time, but I didn't realize until the following day. My fucking AirPods dropped out of my fucking bag, out of my pants, so I had to go back to the fucking theater, and they were still there, which I was.
And this
shocked.
theater was like out of his way too.
It
Totally.
was like an hour away from me.
Damn.
So yeah, that's another bad thing that happened due to this movie. But the actual bad thing that happened during this day, this is our side rant of the day, our concert rant of the day.
Ooh.
We went to this concert. We went to see this band that is it's called Wet Leg. It's kind of like I don't know.
It's a queer indie rock band.
Yeah, there you go.
That's important to know for what is going to transpire.
So
you'd expect like an alt crowd of people, like cool people, queer people, right, Evan?
People in their teens or our age.
Yeah.
No, it's fucking. I don't know how the fucking they even found out about this band, but it's just mostly like people in their fucking late 30s and 40s and 50s, honestly. But that's not even the bad thing. So we get there early. We're surprised because the line is not even long. So I'm like, oh, we're gonna get like a good spot to this fucking concert.
And we did get a good spot.
And we did get a good spot. It was like on the railing, kind of like leveled up directly in front of the fucking stage. It was perfect. It was magical even. And then and then people started like coming in. And whatever. Nothing.
That's fine.
Nothing,
that's what you expect. You expect people at a concert.
Yeah. And then there's this group of friends that is basically all guys except for one girl that she must have been like somebody's girlfriend because like there's no fucking way. And
like the main culprit of this was, I don't think he was even part of this group. He just weaved himself in.
Yeah. So there's this guy with this fucking hat. It's just like
like a fucking like sports bro.
Yeah. The opening act is playing, right? And they're fucking talking like they're like at a bar. Very loudly in front of us, like at the bottom in front of us.
I understand not being interested in the opening night act. I thought it was there, right? Kind of but like at least respect the artist and shut the fuck up,
Yeah. Also respect the people around you that kind of like are into this band. So whatever. But anyway, we were like, it's the opening act. Who cares? They're drinking. Let them talk right now.
They're here, so you would assume they'd be actually interested in the main act of this concert, right? And they would shut up.
Oh no.
So, but before the main act comes in,
right in the intermission between opening and main act,
these two girls come in, right? They're like standing in front of us at the bottom of the fucking rails, and they just like start talking. And then at some point, one of these girls, she turns around, she gets up, Evan, to get like on like.
So they're on the level below us, and we're on the bar that's like dividing.
Yeah, it's kind of like leveled up, right? And there's like a rail. So she gets up and gets like in front of our faces, and she pulls up like two $2 bills, and she hands it to both of us. And she's like, "Oh, here, they're like not only are they like for good luck, but I'm giving you money
because I'm going to be annoying
because I'm gonna be acting crazy during the act." And we're like,
fuck?
And like we even turned around to the two girls that were behind us, and we were like, "Is this happening?"
What?
So she gets
okay, this happens. Then the guy I told you about, who was like weaved his way into the other party who was talking during the opening act. He sees these two women, and starts fucking flirting, and like starts trying to pick up this girl. Who handed the $2 bills.
Also, there's no way this fucking guy actually knew this band. He was just there to get.
He was there to fuck, yeah.
So the opening, the actual main artists, they come in, they start playing, and long and behold, this woman, she's like jumping around, getting on the railing. She's
trying to add setsy,
yeah. She literally sat on the rail, blocking us and everybody behind.
She like stood up, facing the artist, and like on the bar like this in front of me, like, in my fucking space. So I like pushed her, and she still did it again. Yeah.
And like everybody starts like yelling, like, "Get off the rails! Get off the rails!" And like because I knew this woman was gonna be annoying, I left the space in front of me. So if this woman like actually got up, which she fucking did, she got up on the fucking rail, I wouldn't be hit by her, right? Pretty reasonable.
Yep.
Before that, there was this very short girl who was at the bottom with the other girls in front of us. The people next to me let her up, and you know what? Like, it doesn't bother me. Like, she's short, she's getting her view is like obstructed, like it's fine. But for some fucking reason, this short little girl, after like maybe 5-10 minutes of the main artist starts playing, and this fucking other woman is being annoying. This short girl lets another girl that she's not even a friend. She's just some random woman. She lets her like get in front of me in the spot that I
climbs through the bar onto our level and stands in front of Edgar.
Hell no!
and blocking. And keep in mind, if this would have been another short person, I would have been cool with it. But she was taller than me.
Now you're blocking my way. Now you're blocking my view.
Yeah, and also like I left that space not to be an asshole, but because I didn't want to be like
hit by the other crazy girl.
Yeah. And so it's just like really bad. And then also I was just annoyed because like the girls behind us, they were actually sweet, but like we told them multiple times before the show started, like, hey, we're like 2 dudes, we're taller than you.
And during the show, because I was like, I need out of this situation.
Yeah. Like
we get in front of me if you want to.
Yeah, like we were telling them like, oh, you can get in front of us, like we don't mind. Like we're not like trying to be like the other guys, like trying to pick somebody up. Like no, we're just like trying to do like the right thing, quote unquote.
Oh no.
They kept saying no. And then towards like maybe the last 30 minutes of the show, there's this couple next to me, and the fucking guy keeps like shoving me out of the way. Keep in mind, they have space. They don't have to like be like right next to me. They actually have space, unlike me.
So why the fuck are they shoving you?
But because like, people are like moving around, they're like trying to dance or whatever. I'm kind of like slightly brushing like shoulders with his fucking girlfriend. And I don't know if he was just like acting up or getting jealous, but like, bro, like, what do you want me to do? Like, people are like dancing, they're all fucking moving. Of course you're gonna touch fucking shoulders with somebody else at some point. So he keeps like shoving me out of the way, and it's like, dude, like there's literally nobody else for you to go. And I kept telling the girls behind me, like, please get in front of me. Because like nobody's gonna be shoving no fucking guy is gonna be shoving at least you would hope so.
You would hope so. Yeah.
That no fucking guy would be like shoving some random girl out of their way just because they're like touching their fucking girlfriend unintentionally
at a concert.
So it was just bad. Like there was so much shit.
Then
happening.
Also like that girl who got up the bar in my fucking space. I kind of like at first huh?
At this point, she's still like going crazy the whole time.
No, so I shoved her down at first. So she got back up. Everyone behind her started fucking yelling at her. I was like, "You need to get the fuck down," and she did. Then she complained to the guy who was trying to fuck her. Then the guy was like, "Oh, it's just a concert. What else should they expect? Like this is normal behavior." Like trying to like justify her behavior in that moment.
This ain't no normal behavior. Act like a human being at a concert.
Also,
then this guy like after this event just fucking leaves to get a drink during the main act.
Of course he did.
Also, Evan, if this was like a teenager, like it would still be annoying, but
it would make sense though.
It would like they're being immature. This woman was like late 30s.
All these people 40s. That we were talking about were like 30s to 40s, maybe 50s.
Wow.
It's like bad. And this is why you and me and Tuscany.
It cursed our night.
Cursed our day.
Halle
but also the movie fucking sucks too. So
why does this movie hate Italians, Evan?
Why is this movie a fucking prestige Hallmark movie that somehow made it to theaters?
If sometimes we have to have Hallmark movies that squeeze between the cracks and come out in theaters,
but it's fine by me. We don't need that.
Fine by
it needs to stay on cable television.
We don't need it. It can come into theaters.
And like if it has like somewhat interesting concept and somewhat like good chemistry between the leads, sure, but this has none of that.
I did like the chemistry between Halle and
really?
I forget his name. I always forget his name. The guy,
you don't even know his name.
Because I didn't watch him in Bridgerton.
I thought Halle Berry, like I liked her in Little Mermaid. I thought she was awful in this.
I liked her a lot in this.
And it could have just like her not being the best material at all. But
it's Ray J. Jean P.
Not great.
Reggae?
Who was like the best part of the movie, admittedly. He actually like knew how to perform.
I like them both in this movie. And again, what I was saying up front is like, there are two types of rom-coms. You get your like classics, like Set It Up and shit like that, where it's like authentic and natural. And
what we need to do commentary for? Fucking Set It Up, because this man hasn't seen it yet.
Oh wow, okay, yeah, but that would be peak. But then you also get rom-coms like this that are cheesy, ridiculous, overly ridiculous, don't make sense.
High concept.
Like I just had a pleasant time. I was laughing, I was smiling. It's goofy, and one of the funniest things. Spoiler alert for You, Me, and Tuscany if you're ever going to see this movie, guys. But You, Me, and Tuscany, the wildest part about this movie that it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, but like the core concept is that like, okay, she is in Italy masquerading as a bride to somebody she doesn't really like, but she starts to fall in love with like his cousin, right? So the entire movie though, like the big drop should be like, oh wait, I'm not actually here for him. I actually like the cousin person, but everybody in the family supported her liking the cousin over the original guy. Like everybody, even before she told him the truth, even beforehand, like
she fucking like thought that this guy was trying to get into her pants, offered her his house to her, and tried to play the victim when she got caught. Fucking house like squatting.
The funniest part, like the dad is talking to Michael, the
hilarious. Like he ended up in the hospital out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, yeah. He just, hey, give her a chance to cook.
We need some tension, real quick.
She has to fulfill her dreams as a cook in a random Italian kitchen, whatever.
God, that was so bad.
But like he is like pushing Michael to like fulfill his romantic dreams. He obviously knows Michael likes the bride at the point, because this is before the big reveal even happens. But he's like really pushing him to like go out with her, and everybody else in the family is like, oh, okay, so you're not really the bride of so and so. You like the other person? Sure, why not? Go ahead. Like everybody just like super cool with it after being lied to for so long. And I'm just like, okay, they just don't really give a fuck. Whatever. They're just here for a happy-go-lucky fun
and
time.
The humor from these supporting characters made me want to blow my brains out.
Not the best. Like
the influencer guy, the
sister,
bigger woman who was the most stereotypical, like offensive Italian woman ever.
My favorite bit in this movie was that Uber driver who kept like spawning fucking pesto sandwiches out of nowhere.
The Uber driver reminded me of like a random Drake and Josh character. Like just a random like character. I'm like, okay, cool. Why
He's
not?
the OP.
Yeah. Like in Drake and Josh, you'd be like the random like police officers, and here like the most random taxi driver. But yeah, it's ridiculous as hell. But I had a fun time with it. Like every Christmas I see like a million of these on Hallmark. So yeah,
and they should stay on Hallmark.
I had a good time. But that was You, Me, and Tuscany. I talked about Fuze.
This is the rare movie where I think should not have been in theaters.
Good. Theaters need some variety.
Did it ever make $1?
It made $1 and some.
$1.50.
Did you talk about Zodiac yet, Josh?
Not yet.
You guys saw Zodiac
in theaters?
We did.
No, first
with
time.
Bong Joon-ho? Not me.
It was
not
my
me.
first time.
Oh.
You
guys talked about this. Yeah.
Interviewed David Fincher, and it was funny that David Fincher didn't want to be there.
Is he too busy editing his?
No, it's just like Bong Joon-ho would ask them like these really well thought out, intentioned questions about his process, and Fincher's like, yeah, I didn't think we did it that way, but it just happened.
Oh, no.
But like in a funny, like amusing way, not like a dickhead way.
Okay, good.
It was just funny how restrictive he was.
How'd you like Zodiac?
Man, I fucking love this movie.
Yeah.
Top 3 Fincher for me. RDJ really entertaining. Gyllenhaal great. Mark Ruffalo probably he's best in this role as like cop / detective / journalist. I'll get to another movie in that role for him. I watched this month.
Spotlight.
But, yeah. Maybe you want to watch Spotlight again.
There's not a lot of other Mark Ruffalo.
Well, like fucking Crime 101 now, or like
true. Yeah. He's good at Task. Yeah, you're right. He's good old dad cop vibes.
Yeah.
But Zodiac is such a phenomenal.
It's so good. It's the atmosphere is crazy. The photography is like really striking and interesting, and like some of the most fascinating digital cinematography I've seen.
I was going to ask, did Bong Joon-ho talk about the digital? Because the amount of digital / CGI stuff in this movie is.
He talked about like the color palette and how it changes from like yellow to blue. And Fincher's like, oh, I didn't know this. That
it's like you did, you fucking maniac.
Yeah, you did. Yeah. It's just been like 20 plus years.
Over here working on Fight Club 4K.
That's sweet. That's sweet.
Nice.
Adding fucking lens flares and shit for no reason.
Let him cook. Let him cook.
Biggest Fight Club fan.
I've never seen it, so I'm excited.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
It didn't
ultimate-
cultivate
I'm not the big film bro you guys think I am.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, it didn't come out in the 1950s.
Exactly. Yeah.
But yeah,
this movie rocks. This movie like is the structure is really interesting. The way this movie morphs from like how RDJ was so obsessive and we get Gyllenhaal becoming that obsession. I think that's really interesting. That like the passions of time, like Bon Joon-ho wanted to talk about. I think it's really well done here.
is the final scene Gyllenhaal in like confronting who he thinks?
No.
The final scene? What's the final scene?
That was crazy though. The final scene is what is the final scene?
It's been so long since I've seen this movie.
It's something else. I forgot, but it's not that scene. I was
Okay,
surprised that it wasn't the last scene. Like I remember the last time that I saw this must have been like 10 years ago, and I always
Same.
had it in my mind. That was the last scene.
It's
Me too. Me too.
wait, isn't it him confronting the guy in the store?
That's what I said. But
no, it's not that. It's not that.
yeah, that's what I thought it was.
It's something else. But like you see more of what happens after.
But either way, I like of course, the ambiguity of it.
Well, we did a lot of like typeface cards that
Yeah.
say what happens. I don't know if we did
But-
much scenes.
but there-
after.
No, but there more happens after that scene because I was surprised. Like, oh, this is still going, type of
Okay.
thing. But yeah, this is one of my favorite movies about filmmaking that aren't really directly about filmmaking, if that makes sense. Of like people
Go on.
over obsessing over the process of doing something, kind of like Venture in this case, I guess, with his movies too. That scene in the basement with the other guy with the
Oh my god,
Ah,
really good.
incredible.
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
just the dynamic that Gyllenhaal has with everybody in this movie, including his children, is just really fun.
Yeah. Like this movie it has such an eerie vibe, but it's also very fun and like quick and very interesting. And I do love that Bong Joon-ho interviewed him. Have you seen Memories of Murder, Josh?
I have not. No,
Because
I know
Memories
it's
of
a
Murder,
bit. This was a bit of inspiration for that, right?
yeah, like this is the South Korean Memories of Murder, or sorry, Memories of Murder, the South Korean version of Zodiac. And I love both of them so much in terms of like quintessential.
I have the
perfect-
Criterion somewhere back there, but I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, nice. But they're like quintessential crime. I guess you could say
Noir.
crime thrillers, but like crime noir in a sense. Memories of Murder is more of a thriller than this one is.
This is a
Memories
thriller,
of-
though.
Memories of Murder is like also funny though, like surprisingly funny.
The cops are in that Memories of Murder are wild. Yeah, like the cop that keeps
Mhm.
kicking people. But yeah, like both these movies have such a strong place in my heart. I think I still go like 7 Gone Girl, then Zodiac, then Social Network. But there's no wrong answer.
Yeah, after watching this, I think I like this more than 7. It just feels more confident from Fincher's perspective, I feel.
Yeah, 7 is very like how you describe it. Like,
7's like number 5 Fincher for me,
That's still like a 5 out of 5.
or like. So I also watched Panic Room for the first time this month.
Oh.
Which I thought was like not really like reinventing
classic-
anything.
That's
but
a
it's just
classic.
a really cool modern take on like a Hitchcock movie.
Good performance from my boy Forrest Whitaker, right? Am I wrong? He's in that, right?
No, he's
Yeah,
great.
yeah,
Yeah,
Okay.
Jared Leto,
even Jared Leto is solid,
Really so.
but he just playing his annoying self.
Jodie
so-
Foster is great. Now,
We can't keep disparaging every performance that Jared Leto does with a caveat.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
I mean, he was great in Blade Runner and Dallas Buyers Club. And
He's great in The Little Things, right?
okay, that was bad. That was bad.
Tron Ares.
Peak
I
score.
thought he wasn't that bad in that actually.
Of course. Good thought.
I thought he was fine.
He's playing AI.
He's
Uh,
not the
Playing
movie's
himself.
problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, peak Zodiac and yeah, Panic Room is a very fun time. It's just very, very fun.
Yeah, way more CG in that movie than I was expecting.
Oh, the shots of like them like splitting the house, like the perspective shots were
Yeah.
Between the walls. Yeah.
yeah,
A lot of digital one takes.
for sure. Yeah, good movies all around. That Fincher guy, where you at, buddy?
He's
This-
coming soon.
Doesn't
Coming
count.
back.
It doesn't count. It's a Quentin Tarantino sequel.
Wait, doesn't count. He's directing it.
It's a Quentin Tarantino.
It looks like the Fincher movie. What are you talking about?
Give me an original movie from Fincher. It doesn't count.
It looks like the Fincher
Doesn't
movie though.
count. I'm not excited for it. Please,
You're not
please,
excited?
Please surprise me, Fincher. Please surprise me.
It looks cool.
It looks like a sequel to a Quentin Tarantino movie. Cool.
From the perspective of David Fincher. Because it looks like his movies. Am I wrong, Edgar?
I mean, no.
It's gonna be whatever.
I'm still surprised they haven't released the full trailer.
Yeah, the trailer is like not out official, which is crazy.
The trailer like didn't sell me. I'm like, it looks like it had like Fincher
What's fun?
in it, but it looks okay, cool. I've seen this before.
Yeah,
it doesn't look that new to me.
You don't want to make two?
Shut up. Not good.
The Killer 2.
Hey, I would like that.
How would I do that?
I like the Killer. Did anybody go see? So I was on. Oh, we'll talk about Michael in a second here.
Songs on Blue, or what were you gonna say?
No, I'm about to say Over Your Dead Body.
I saw it.
I saw it.
I thought this was fun. Not like it gets a bit. It gets a bit repetitive towards the end.
Yeah, I thought this movie started really fun and interesting and witty,
and
got way too repetitive and over the top. For example,
agreed.
It's better than Ready or Not too.
Oh yeah, I mean that's an easy bar to pass, Edgar.
I would agree. Play the spoiler alert. Play the spoiler alert Patrick song for me.
Spoiler alert.
One of the more egregious parts about this movie is like the dad. And
fucking stupid. I hated that shit.
No, but like the dad comes to save them. He saves them, and they just watch him die. I'm like, holy.
He does nothing.
I'm like he saves. They're about to get shot, and he comes in there and saves the day.
And he dies, and yet we're still more progression with the set piece and the villains for some reason.
I'm like, do you guys watch your own? Like, if my father came in to save my ass from getting shot at, and I just watch him die, you go the opposite direction.
And they're not like they're affected by it at all.
Not at all. I literally watched this with my own dad. I'm like, why did you just forget about him like that? Like he was so easily savable, but they literally watch him or watch the villain drag the father to a lawnmower and just gets brutally killed. And
it feels so much something that was added in reshoots that they can't like go back and have the characters react to it after.
That has to be the case, because I'm like, that really took me out. I'm like, that person really. And at the beginning of the movie, I get it, like you're like not the best with your dad or something, whatever.
But like even if you hate your dad, you'd still be affected by seeing by such a gruesome death.
They're just like, okay, we gotta go. Oh shit, our car's not working. No, I'm just like, what is happening?
So weird.
What is happening?
And even besides that, like this way this movie never fucking stopped.
It's relentless. It's like,
and in a bad way, like derogatory.
Yeah, not good. Like
not in an entertaining way.
We'll talk about Michael in a second, because Michael is like also relentless in terms of like musical. But like this movie is like really like relentless with the chaotic. Like it wants to exude.
It wants the Twitter quit farming.
Yeah, like chaos. Nature of it all, but like it's chaotic and it's fun at first. You're like, okay, cool.
It's really frustrating because this movie, like the first two acts of this movie, I think are really strong.
Yeah,
and I think the dynamic between Siegel and Samara Weaving their chemistry is great.
Really great chemistry.
They play off of each other really well. I think when the antagonists are introduced, I think they're really fun and entertaining, but they just get so repetitive and this so over the top and ridiculous where it doesn't really make sense.
Right? Like it's so
I understand not having like breaking reality, but to this degree it doesn't make sense to me.
Like the guy getting knifed like 12 different times and
he still survives. Yeah.
Still survives. I'm like, okay, so initially the villains come in and they're like, oh wait, this should change the entire tone a little bit, right? But no, like the villains, they go about so many things at the same time. It's like they lose all sense of like threat. Like they don't become that threatening.
I think the most tense scene in the movie is the one scene where, as I was watching, I was like, "This is like really well done, but also a little bit problematic." When they're like in the basement and then it gets a little bit like assaulty with Siegel's character. Yeah. But like, admittedly, that is the one moment in the movie where I was like, "Okay, these guys are actually kind of dangerous." But then after that, it's just like. Looney Tunes cartoons,
they become Looney Tunes.
And so it's because Timothy Olyphant's fucking killing it. He's so good in this.
He knows what movie he's in. That's for sure.
Yeah. But like before that, I think like the themes of this movie are really interesting too, and how it connects to. I think the ending is really like funny and really like not mean spirited, but like just really satirical, and I think it works well. Cynical, yeah, that's the word. And it's just if we could cut out like everything with the dad coming back and the boat stuff, I think we'd have a really good movie.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Yeah. For now, it's like a 3.5 kind of movie.
And so this is like Jorma Chacon, who's like part of Lonely Island and who did Popstar, which is like one of the best studio comedies of the century.
This needed to be like an 80-minute movie.
Totally, this is way too long.
It's 105. Yeah. Just trim like 10-15 minutes from this for sure. Let's talk about Michael Jackson, the biopic making a lot of money. We do. It came out in April, bitch. Yeah. Michael Jackson.
Do you like this?
I didn't love it. I didn't hate it though. I gave it like 2.5. For me, as even like my father grew up with Michael Jackson. Funny enough, the movie starts off in 1966. My dad was born in 66. So I just grew up learning a lot about Michael, and a lot of the stuff that that I was interested in isn't really touched upon in a satisfying way. I think one of the key things about this movie is it starts off with the Jackson 5. I think the Jackson 5 history as a unit, their relationship, where they go, where the siblings go after Jackson starts to go on the rise, is a very fascinating aspect of his history that is not touched upon at all.
Because this movie doesn't have any idea what its characters are.
Exactly. Like
besides music and star power.
It's
a commercial.
It's just so satiric, sanitized.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, even no Janet Jackson in this.
Even Michael himself is barely a character in this movie.
Yeah, I think you can tell the main, like, if they want to get into some spicy drama, the only drama they ever give us outside of like musical numbers is
that his dad is mean to him.
His dad is mean to him,
which is true. And that's fucked up.
Right, Josh. Okay,
and it's the cause of everything else that's fucked up and that happened to him and that he did to other people.
Yes, and yes.
And they don't have any interest in exploring that.
No, they don't. And it's like, okay, I get it. That's a bad.
And I understand why, because this is like produced by the estate essentially.
Yeah.
And of course they don't want any like bad taste to be left in people's or bad press, or like they don't want to acknowledge the allegations for their own reasons, of course. But to not even have the inclination of his childhood maybe affecting why he had these issues, and to even explore like the pedophile stuff, put that aside if you want to. Sure, it's fucked up. Yes, of course. But like
this movie,
it's not relevant to this movie because they chose to not make it relevant to this movie.
So most of that stuff happened in the 90s, and this movie ends in the 80s.
Well, like, that's the point. Is like we know this movie was going to be a 3-hour epic that covered all of it, but because of fucking legal reasons and the whole like Benny F and Y is we forgot explanation, they had to reshoot and make this half of the movie.
But I don't think everybody wanted like a 3-hour Michael epic. Like that's ridiculous.
But that's what's gonna happen until the reshoots happen.
Which I think was a smart choice. But I'm like,
sure, yeah, but it lends itself to being a half of a movie.
But still, then like the half of the movie is still completely unsatisfying because they're skipping out on a lot of the interesting family drama that's outside of him and his father.
His mom's barely not even a character in this.
and you can tell that they realize that and they give her like that one.
His Janet Jackson is not in this movie.
Again, yeah, which I mentioned, like, which is so surprised. Even Diana Ross isn't.
She don't exist.
Yeah.
Like his relationship with Diana Ross is extremely fascinating.
Quincy Jones is only in this movie as a producer and not in his personal life at all.
The Quincy, if they really wanted to dive into the stuff with his father being an abusive parent, blah blah blah, like. The Quincy Jones versus Joseph Jackson drama is incredibly fascinating.
Yeah.
Could have been a whole subtopic on its own. Nope, we're just going to stick him in the Jackson.
And made his bodyguard the main father figure in his life, which he was a father figure in his life, but like there's way more to it. There's
way more juice with the Quincy Jones of it all versus Joseph, and there's way more juice because like after the time skip, the Jackson 5 continues, but the movie doesn't want to talk about the Jackson 5, right? Like, but
it's called Michael
because it's called Michael. But the relationship with that, the movie ends with him with a concert about the
5 years later after the previous scene.
Exactly, which is wild. But the movie ends with the concert tour for the Jackson 5 like that being like the ending of it all, but we don't hear their perspective on Michael's rise at all. I get it; it's a Michael movie, but you can still have supporting characters in the movie.
Yeah, you should. I mean, you should still have characters in the movie.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
And there's no characters in this movie.
It's just Michael, and if he's not doing,
he's not even a character.
If he's not doing Beat It or Thriller or I'm gonna say Mafu, like he's doing all the shit that we know. But even outside of that, it's like, okay, musical dad issues, and that's the movie.
Frequent of how he was good to children, kind of.
Yeah,
or he's forcing it.
To be continued. And I'm like, there's no way.
Someone on Twitter is like, there's a scene in this movie where he's talking to a bald cancer child. And he's like, you doo-doo head.
So it's just, that's about it.
The performances are well shot for the most part. I think the editing is atrocious. But like Jafar Jackson is a great onstage Michael. He's like perfect in that regards.
He's really good. I think he's really. I would love to see him in something outside of Michael Jackson, but I think he's really
but I think he's kind of manufactured to be this.
True, but I mean for this role, but he's good. He's good in this movie. I really admire.
And like it's, of course, Michael's music is as incredible as everyone says. So like those scenes are like a fun time, at least.
He's the best musical artist of all time. It's no.
And the sound mix we saw in IMAX. The sound mix is incredible in this movie.
I did too. I see it on IMAX. Like the song was like my crowd was lit. My crowd was losing their minds. Loudest applause I heard after a movie all year.
That's depressing.
But I mean, because it exudes like because we all love.
It's what audiences think movies should be these days, and I think that's the whole problem of it all.
Well, wow.
Am I wrong?
We just talked about the drama, like
Yeah, but like, okay, a certain set of audience. Then
there we go. Yeah,
basically anyone who's older than us.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, like we all love Michael. Like the music is fantastic.
And it's just hilarious how like they have the scene of Jatson talking to fucking John Landis of all people, who's not like name dropped in this. Of how shoot the whole bodies in your movie. Then literally seconds later they don't do that.
Don't do that. No.
Which is the problem with musicals these days.
But yeah, that was Michael. That's kind of the end of the month. Do you guys want to save Devil Wears Prada 2 for May?
No, I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
And we got 2 and a half
time. If you have time,
yeah.
We can speed run through this shit.
I can.
I mean, we have a lot to do too, so if you want to save it, we can save it.
We can save Devil, and we can just talk about something else if you want.
Is Devil on our thumbnail?
It is, but
the
drama is not.
Make it make sense.
Can we edit the thumbnail and post? No.
I can edit it later. Yeah.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It depends. I got a good.
Because like we have a lot to do too still.
Fine. Let's do TV.
Movies. I think.
Okay. What movies do you have to talk about?
This bitch.
Oh, we all saw Roommates, right? Oh, Mother Mary too, but we saw Roommates, right?
Yet.
You didn't?
No.
All right. I saw a Netflix movie that Evan hasn't seen.
I know it's on my list. I think I'll see it. I unfortunately chose to watch Apex instead. And,
Jesus,
that's not good.
Good Taron Egerton performance though.
He's killing it. He knows what movie he's in. The movie. I literally saw it today during work.
During work. Subway surfers on the side.
Let me explain. I monitor testing from 4 to 7, and I didn't have many people show up, so I was just watching Netflix. I should have watched Roommates. You
should have watched fucking Gary.
Oh, I'll watch that whenever I want. My bad. They dropped it in the middle of the Tuesday.
You know what the worst?
Did you not watch it?
Not yet.
Did you watch it, Edgar?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so we'll talk about it later. Because I want to talk about it. I don't care if it's May. I want to talk about that. So we skipped over his product.
This bitch. All right. You know what's bad? Have you guys heard of this movie on Amazon Prime?
Oh boy.
Called Balls Up.
Balls Up? Oh, is this with fucking
Mr. 9/11 himself? Yeah.
Yeah. Mark. Not Mark.
Mark Wahlberg.
Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, this movie is about two guys who
true.
work for this marketing company, and they're trying to market condoms that cover
Oh,
your
is this
balls.
Peter Farrelly?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So that's the premise of the movie, but then they go to this soccer game in
Cast is
Brazil.
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. Um Sacha Baron Cohen plays like this Brazilian that in and of itself tells you everything wrong with this movie.
Yep.
It's not good, man.
It sounds bad. Like I saw the previews on Amazon Prime whenever I went to go watch.
I mean, so it's a Peter Farrelly movie. That's pretty expected.
Oh boy, Oscar winner Peter Farrelly.
Yeah.
Green Book, baby. Let's go.
Ricky Stanicky.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, this it's trying to be like one of those like raunchy early 2000s rated R comedies, but
It's just bad.
it plays out as a 12-year-old trying to be edgy
Oof.
sort of thing. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's a big pass for me, Bob.
So yeah, and then also well, we already talked about it. Apex. Not much to talk about. It's just honestly, if you're gonna watch this movie,
So is this
just
the
turn it.
streaming slop section?
Yeah.
Also,
let's go.
my main gripe for Apex was like, okay, I come here for the cat and mouse. The cat and mouse is like 15
There's no cat and there's no mouse.
It's like 15 minutes. Like, okay, go run and chase. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's goofy. It's cool. Like, okay, I'm with it. I'm with it. And then it just dissipates in the third act. It just like completely dissipates. I'm like, what's the point of this movie then? The third act was terrible. The whole mountain climbing thing was like 15 minutes too long. Yeah, this movie, it didn't deliver on what it was supposed to be. I just wanted a goofy, most dangerous game ripoff, and I didn't get that. But I did get a goofy performance from Taron Egerton. It was, he did his job.
And back to Roommates, this movie should have been a theatrical release.
I agree.
Not because I think it's like incredible or anything, but it feels like something that would play well with audiences.
Oh, really? Okay.
It's
funny.
also I feel like it's a little frustrating in terms of like its morals. But I think the performances are great. Sadie Sandler is good. Fucking
Yeah.
the roommate. What's her name? Edgar, help me out. From the Fablemans. From
Koi East.
Queen East Heritage. Yeah, she's fucking incredible in this, and she's really like just nails this part.
Just this despicable woman.
Yeah, she's great in this.
I'll watch this tomorrow.
Worth watching just for her alone. But also a lot of great like supporting performances. I think the whole Sarah Sherman stuff is a little weird and out of place in this movie, but it's fun. This is a good Netflix like teen comedy watch. It does the job.
Nice. Yeah, I gotta watch it.
Watch it tomorrow when you're grading shit.
I'll watch it tomorrow. Like, yeah, I gotta.
And to add to our streaming slop selection, or section, I rewatched the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian.
Oh wow. Okay, who put a gun
What
to
a
your
brave
head?
soldier.
John Favreau put a gun to my head
Oh,
because
John
of the
Favreau.
movie. Yeah.
That motherfucker.
Season 1 kind of hated it on rewatch.
Wow.
Apart from episode 4 and episode 6, I think it's pretty like just boring and uninteresting, and it looks very flat. Season 2, like I've been saying, is really good.
I can't stand season 2.
That's crazy because it looks so much better, and it actually has interesting ideas, even though it barely like commits to them.
I can't. The ideas are not. They're
But it's more than fucking season 1, where it's just a video game with the most basic quest lines.
You don't get points for participating.
I would rather have season 1's like. I like season 1
It's
because it
so
reminds me.
boring though.
I disagree. It reminds me of like early Clone Wars, where we have like a different quest all the time.
Yeah, but at least Clone Wars is well written.
Season 2, we have like the Ahsoka episode, which is garbage. It just
I disagree. Ahsoka episode's great.
really bad. That's when the show I knew was going down the toilet.
The
When you're over-
Bo-Katan episode, really good.
That was a
the
good
first episode, obviously, is like one of the best of the show.
Oh yeah, Marshall.
Yeah, and I like the finale. Even if you put aside the loot stuff, I think the finale is really good and solid.
You can't put the fucking look stuff aside because the show puts itself.
That's like
aside.
70% of the finale.
No, it doesn't. It still commits to Din and Droider's relationship in that moment. And I don't understand why people don't think it is. Oh, fuck you.
Like 70% of the finale is all action. Then the last scene, we removes his mask with Grogu, is like.
And it's well directed, well shot action too.
Is it?
The fight between Din and fucking Giancarlo is really good.
Horrible character. So I didn't care about the action.
Sure, he's barely a character, but it's basically just archetype. But it's good performance, even though it's very just. I know it's fine, but I like season 2 a lot. And I'm interested to see how season 3 is gonna go on this rewatch.
Season 2 is like you're expanding the world, and it kind of just like, it's just not as closed off as I wanted it to be. Like,
yeah, it's just this show isn't good when it's closed off. Like, let it play in the sandbox. Let it do what it does best.
What does the Mandalorian do best?
Be in the Star Wars world.
Man, I just wanted my Lone Wolf and the Cub story,
And that's boring.
That's
when it's not written well.
It was extremely fascinating. I think the season 1 finale was really strong.
Oh, I on this rewatch, I also think Deborah Chow's episodes are the worst of the series.
Actually, episode 3 of Mandalorian?
Not great.
Oh, that was insane. That's
I think
really good.
episode 7 is pretty boring. Episode 8, not great.
Wow. Yeah, season 2, I just knew because I was one online. I'm like, season 2, where they're going, and season 2 is how we get a season 3 of Mandalorian.
Sure, but season 2
connected to everything,
and
trying to connect it to the larger empire, the larger,
and that's what makes it entertaining for me. It's not Andor. It's not going to have the most interesting writing, so why not let it be in the Star Wars world? Let it play with those characters.
Because as you even mentioned, it doesn't commit to anything.
But that's not the fault of season 2. In containment, it's really cool.
What's emblematic of season 2 is the awful Boba Fett episode where he comes in there.
Sure, yeah, it's just a fan film, but
that's emblematic of season 2. Every episode is like, oh,
that's just one episode in the show.
I mentioned the other one. Here's Ahsoka doing Ahsoka.
Yeah, in a fucking samurai movie, and it rots.
It's awful. It's an awful episode. And then the Boba Fett episode, awful episode. Finale, you get an awful Luke scene on top of one sentimental moment with him and Grogu.
It's not just one sentimental moment. It's the whole fucking wrapping of the bow on this finale. And yes, it fucking throws that out and literally the next show that's not even called The Mandalorian, but that's stuff aside. For that moment, it's really good, and it's not just about Luke.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, Moff Gideon's in there too is awful. Also a bad.
It's great. Him being an instigator, weird little freak for Bo-Katan going after Din. That's cool.
But even that, I was anticipating more of a Bo-Katan.
Sure, you can anticipate more, but what we got is
not good in the finale. They don't even have a confrontation in the finale.
Yeah, because they are interrupted by Luke. So I see what you're saying.
So I'm just I was like, okay, the Mandalorian, him clashing with the Mandalorian culture. I thought that was the main drive of season 2, starting from when he met Bo-Katan in episode.
No, I agree. I think it's what's interesting in the show. Then they just throw it out the window. Yeah,
diluted by having these other intersections with Ahsoka and Boba and all.
I think the Ahsoka stuff's good, and I think Bo-Katan episode's great because it's Bryce Dallas Howard and she don't miss.
Yeah, it's just it was messy. But I just knew
it's messy. Sure, I agree with you there, but I think it's way better and more interesting than season 1.
Wild take. Wild.
I'm all about wild takes.
Dave Filoni's episodes are the worst episodes, not Deborah Chow's.
I disagree.
That's just a fact. But anyways, it's okay. Josh,
okay.
It's okay. It's okay. We're all subject to our wrong opinions.
Since we were talking about Star Wars, we want to talk about the opposite of Sherman Slop. Maul Shadow Lord.
Shadow Lord. Peak, which you guys fucking binged yesterday, you fucks.
I mean, it's only worked really well as a binge.
Yeah,
I don't like watching these 20-minute episodes weekly. I can't take it.
It's 40 minutes because they come back to back.
No, it's not.
Just
2 episodes. Sure, yeah, 2 episodes, whatever.
2 episodes every week. So it was 40 minutes. So it was basically a new episode every week.
Whatever.
Anyways, this show is peak. This show is fantastic.
R.I.P. Master Eco.
Daki.
Or whatever the fuck.
The frog man. You will know his name. Anyway, spoiler alert for Maul Shadow Lord. Spoiler alert. Play the Patrick song.
So, do you guys want to know my first
Spoiler
words
alert.
when we get the breathing and when Vader steps in? I was like, do we really need Vader again? And they showed me why Vader needed to be in this show, and I think that's what makes the show really good.
Yeah, Vader.
So I was really annoyed that like, oh, they're putting Vader in another animated series, another project. He's in everything these days. But I think it's really cool to have not only Maul's first interaction with Vader and how that like reverberates into where we see him in Rebels and how
Messes with
he
his
just
psyche. Yeah.
wants to avoid Vader as much as possible in Rebels.
Yeah, I wonder if they count each other again in season 2. I doubt it, but it could be
Maybe, yeah.
could be a thing. But
You
yeah,
know, as soon as sorry to interrupt you, but as soon as Vader showed up, the first thing that popped in my head that I was like scared about was like, am I about to hear fucking AI? Fucking
That, yeah.
that was my first thing. I'm like, how are they gonna do this?
But I think it's actually really effective that he made him.
No, I love that he doesn't speak at all. Like,
Yeah,
it
it's
just
cool.
makes him look more like a monster. Yeah.
He's Michael Myers with the lightsaber in this finale.
It rots.
When he crashes through the rock and Doctor's
So
like,
good.
that was wild. Like this guy is a monster, a monster.
And like, just sorry, I don't want to interrupt you, but like, just to like, another reason why the show worked so well, and why I was scared because of Star Wars's previous history of cowardice. They committed to turning Devin and making them Maul's apprentice, at least for what we know so far, going into season 2.
She is incredibly well written character. Because I was talking about this. You can watch our podcast on Hyperspace Hype, but I was talking about this where Devin is a very respectful, and up until even the finale, like she is still quoting tenets of the Jedi Order, even though she is much more aligned with Maul in terms of how the Jedi should survive. The theme of survival is very prevalent in terms of Daki's and Maul's angel devil on her shoulder there. And it's very well written to see her progressive influence towards Maul. And she's never like snapping like, oh, Maul is exactly right. Because even like her main
it's gray area everywhere.
It's extremely great. Her main
that's where Star Wars is most interesting to me.
Like we're a Jedi, we should be able to do Jedi things as Maul is talking about. Like we should be able to, arrest Maul, right? Maul should be our enemy. But then like, okay, wait, Maul can be our ally against a greater enemy. But we're Jedi, right? We should be fighting against Maul. We should be fighting against the Empire. But each way brings her closer and closer to Maul, which is very, very interesting. And at the same time, Maul is going through fantastic character work as well in this season. As somebody who was thrown away by his master, just like the Jedi Order had Devin's, she was trained to have a bigger dream, a bigger role in this galaxy, just like Maul, who had, a traumatic and, abusive past childhood, but he was also promised greater things. And both these characters were promised so much and were discarded. For one, out of her control of the Jedi Order, and then one was Sidious, just like masquerading and destroying Maul's life completely. And Maul continues to, one of the most impactful lines is when episode 8, he is in the tunnels and sewers, and he's going through his past and like traumatized by it, regretful, guilty, remorseful, hatred towards his past.
The wind tunnel scene is fucking exceptional.
It's exceptional. And at the end, he says like, I won't let this happen again. I won't let this happen to anybody else. But the tragedy is that like he wants Devin to be in the mix with him.
He'll want Ezra to do that too.
Exactly. Like he's like this character that is pulled into the cycle of power because
he wants to go against Palpatine, but he's still so like brainwashed into thinking the rule of 2 should be the way.
Yeah, he's so brainwashed to be like the rule of 2, having power is the only way to succeed in the galaxy, which is why he's doing all these syndicate things, to have power, to have influence, even though he has none. It's a tragic, Sisyphus complex there. And again, with this tragic cycle of power and abuse and hatred, he also wants to bring Ezra. He wants to bring Devin into this mix. And it's never...
Kira, I'm sure we'll see too.
Kira, I know. That's what I'm saying, dog. That's what I want, dog. Like, I want...
I not seeing Paul Bettany in this kind of like decreases my chances for Amelia Tark.
That was shocking. That was
weird.
Yeah. Like, isn't he across the street filming Vision's Shadow Quest, whatever that fucking is called.
Visions out of Shadow Quest. Yeah.
Get him do it during his lunch break.
Like just have him go in the closet real quick.
He had like what 5 lines? Yeah.
Right? Yeah, like come on. Why don't you get some random guy like that was slightly British?
That sounds nothing like him.
Nothing like him.
Nothing like him. That was
Fucking Weasel over here.
like you can get anybody to sound like Paul Bettany. Like, come on. But anyways, but yeah, like so everything, and I know some people don't like Lawson, but I thought he was a very solid character. Not the most
great.
Not the most like complex character, but his role as
It's a character we rarely see in Star Wars.
Yeah, an everyday person seeing through his eyes the influence of the Empire while also being like not the best father as well. One of my favorite aspects of the Bad Batch was like seeing the slow encroachment of the Empire on different worlds in the Bad Batch, but seeing it through Janix, through the eyes of Lawson, was very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
How he gets pulled into a deeper and deeper and deeper path of like chaos without his without him ever wanting to go down.
And the fascism robot is really scary.
Two boots. I love Two Boots. I was worried because it was like 3 episodes in a row where he's like, the Empire's gonna be fine. But then
I think that was effective for me. It's like the brainwashing.
You know, I like how
droid washing, I guess.
I like that he escaped to tell another day, but I have no idea where Riley is going to go from here on out. Very, very interested in his character. But yeah, the whole Devin versus Marok versus 11th Brother versus Daki versus Maul versus Vader. Like, oh my God.
Great
this
shit.
finale was some of the best lightsaber duels, some of the best action I've ever seen in Star Wars. Just all out, exhilarating. We lost Rook in a very, very traumatizing way where we just see her screams in the fog. The Spybot, my boy.
Oh my God,
that's
the homie.
My boy. That's my son. We lost Spybot. I was so upset. I'm like, no. But I knew in this finale, I told Nathan, I'm like, Devin and Maul are going to lose the 2 people closest to them. Maul, Rook Cast was very loyal to Maul, very, very loyal, and she ends up dead. And then Daki, very, very
and Riley, same for Riley too.
And Riley also loses Lost Link. All these characters are losing the people closest to them.
And the fucking or no, I guess they both died, right? The people who tried Maul.
Oh yeah, Icarus and the other.
They both died though, right?
They both died. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
One died in episode 7. The other died here in episode 9. Crazy. Like
the car chase in episode 8, fucking banger.
So
banner.
Cool.
Banner.
So cool. The music was lit when Daki flings that guy into the ship. I'm like, this is badass. I love that shit. Man, I need to listen to this soundtrack. I can't wait.
I do have one critique for this show, but not only this show, but like almost every Star Wars show. Besides, I do a few exceptions. Is that like I really hope we get more time with these characters and let them breathe more. That was one of my problems with Bad Batch and Skeleton Crew and all of these. I limited by episode series. And something I missed so much in Rebels and Resistance is that we spent times with these characters in the smaller moments and we let them breathe more.
That's why those filler episodes are.
That's why they're fucking so good and they're important. Yeah, exactly, Edgar. That's why we need filler episodes.
I will counter and say like Bad Batch did have those and people hated those episodes.
Sure, I only watched the first episode of Bad Batch and I think that was my problem with that first season is that the pacing was awful.
Agreed. And I think season 2 and 3 definitely have those like random Indiana Jones moments that I think are very good. But yeah, I completely agree with you. I think when we first heard that this was going to be 10 episodes, 2 episodes each, and then the directors are talking about like, hey, this is balls to the wall.
Episode 8 we're talking about with the wind tunnel scene and the speeder chase scene. Yeah. Great moments, but fucking pacing in that episode went by so quick, right? I also thought that was the last episode of the series. I thought it was 8 instead of 10. So I was like, what are we doing here? And I was like, oh shit, there's 2 more.
But yeah, I'm with you. I really hope cause I think Bad Batch had like 16 episodes a season. I think
and Rebels had fucking 20 something.
Rebels had
and I understand why you can't make that much material in this day and age, but at least let your stories breathe more. Let your characters have like smaller, quieter moments that build relationships.
Like the Rebels episode that I think is works for that is like the when the Empire guy and Zeb get stranded.
Yes, and when Zeb and Ezra like just have that moment in the sunset listening to the radio. Like we never did that shit in Star Wars these days.
No.
Except Andor's maybe the closest thing in season 1 we did those moments, but season 2 has that problem also. But because of the structure.
Andor season 2 is much more like Darth Maul.
It made sense. Why though? Because they were limited to making 5 years in one season.
5 years, and each year is something the most impactful moment of that. Yeah. So
and whereas I think it would have been what I was more drawn into the original pitch, where it was 5 seasons.
Exactly. But that'd have been $500 million.
Yeah, been $1 billion. Yeah.
Yeah, $1 billion by 5 seasons. Yeah. But yeah, Maul Shadow Lord is one of my favorite shows of the year. I think great character work from Maul and a great supporting cast, great action, great animation, great lighting, great artistry across the board. I love this. And shout out to Jennifer Corbett and Brad Rao. I know people love to say like Dave Filoni, but like Jennifer and Brad are really the brainchild of the Bad Batch, and they continue to work here in Maul Shadow Lord.
Did you watch Bad Batch, Edgar?
But yeah, they did most of the work.
We should both watch it and report back.
Yeah. But he's like, nah, fam. But I love this is when Star Wars is great, I'm great. Like this.
I love when Star Wars is good.
I love when Star Wars is good.
When Star Wars is red.
But yeah, again, I can't get over how exuberant Vader versus Maul is. Just as a fan, I'm just like, wow,
really cool stuff. Yeah.
I get to finally watch Maul.
It's fan service that like is actually purposeful.
Right? Like he's a monster. Like he's horrifying. Yeah. When Docky's like looking around the corner and he just can't see anybody, I'm like, my heart's safe.
And there's a difference between these episodes and the Road One scene where that's just pure fan service. And I don't think it works so well.
Completely.
It's fan service, but it also serves a purpose for the characters. Like Maul, like him like thinking out loud of like, you're not an inquisitor, what are you? It's like it's so simple, but it's like him trying to rationalize like what the fuck is this fucking thing?
In Devin, Maul knew he couldn't be the one to kill Docky, and to have like Vader kill Docky,
and we did fucking Ladder Moira who notices that too,
right? And the guttural scream, it's just like, it's so good, so good. I can't wait to see what she does in season 2.
Does she die on this show? We'll see.
No.
Do we want to segue perfectly into another Gideon Adlon show that's airing right now? That's airing on the same day.
What?
Euphoria, baby.
Oh.
She's in the most recent episode. She's holding the leaf blower.
I didn't watch last night's episode.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Okay. Well, she's in that episode.
I'm not in a rush to watch Euphoria. I was talking to Edgar about this. I think the best way to look at season 3 is like it's a comedy more so than an interesting drama.
Here's the fucking deal with Euphoria season 3. It is a completely different show than first season. So you just have to accept that. It's Sam Levinson being
a Nepo baby with money.
Sure, yeah, that too. But also being he's being challenged with having the struggles of having to continue the show, while also wanting to do just like exploitation shit and exploitation movies and just like old cult movies. That's what the show is. It's just really fun. It's really not risky, but what's the word? Exploitative, I guess. I don't know. No, fuck you. It's entertaining. I think this show is really entertaining. And it's stupid as fuck. Yeah, some of the writing here is really stupid. But also, I think last night's episode was like really genuinely compelling. And I think Zendaya is incredible in the show as expected. I think as much as we don't like her these days, but Sydney Sweeney's killing it. I think she's great in this.
She never turns in a lot of bad performances.
Yeah, it's just her morals are questionable. Alexa Demi, fucking great in the show. Like all of the main cast members are great. And I think they're just putting in what?
I'm not vibing with my Oscar nominee Jacob.
Oh, he's okay. He's the least interesting character in the season. So
he's like totally phoning it in this.
It's crazy because Nate has always been like my favorite character. Like he is such a mess.
I think it's just Sam Levinson doesn't really know what to do with him past season 2. Past not high school.
Nate in season 2 was on fire. Like this guy was a crazy, interesting character, and now I just don't care about him. Like he doesn't seem like Nate to me.
There's some stuff in the last episode that's like hilarious. And like how does this character think this way? Edgar with the Joel stuff. It's like, how do you think that's gonna be allowed?
Okay, I can't wait to watch it. I'll watch it.
But I just think this show is really entertaining, and I'm having a blast with it. And putting aside my reverence and rewatch that I did for the first 2 seasons, which I really loved. First 2 seasons, I think season 1's like one of the best seasons of television.
Season 1,
at least that I've seen. Yeah. I think season 2 is like really fun and actually does some interesting stuff with its themes and with its characters.
I'm a season 2 defender.
Yeah, thank you, Evan. Thank you.
Like it's not great. I think we all agree
it's not as good, but it's still really interesting.
The way that I compare season 2, I was talking to about this with Josh, but like it reminds me of like season 7 of Game of Thrones. It's like this shit is stupid, but it's fun.
Yes,
that's how I think season 3 is.
Nah. Like here's my problem with season 3 so far, and it looks great. A lot of the performances,
dude, this is one of the best looking projects probably ever right now.
Wow,
easily one of the best,
at least out right now. This decade maybe.
It's easily one of the best looking things in TV this decade. Like
not just TV though, like even film.
Yeah, but like there's something interesting that this particular season wants to say about the culture around sex work. I just don't think Sam Levinson is clever enough.
He's not smart enough to write it, but it's still entertaining.
You're right. It's like Edgar. It's like in the air this season, but like it's not being.
Yeah, it's like
nobody's grabbing.
It's there in the table, but nobody's fucking touching it.
Nobody's grabbing it. They're like afraid to touch. They're like, okay, we can't touch this, but let's just have our.
But also, I think in that regard, the show's doing things that a lot of other shows are too scared to do. Even like if they're bad ideas, sure, but at least they're doing them.
Yes and no, and like I do understand what you're saying, but like I don't think those things are being done.
If Euphoria wasn't a hit, there's no way this show exists.
What?
I mean,
no, you get what I'm saying though. If the first 2 seasons weren't as beloved and weren't as popular, there's no way HBO would give them the money to make the season.
Well, yeah, they can say about any show, right?
But
yeah,
like,
I mean, I could say more.
You'd say that about, but like, you know what I'm saying? It's such a drastically different season, and it's like so exploitative. For these days, you get what I'm saying, though, right?
I see.
Yeah, the switch.
It's like, so like 70s, 80s, where it's like some B movie you would find in a video store.
I will say, even though it is a departure from what I know, it is a better like sophomore season than like Big Little Lies season 2, which I think is horrendous.
Yeah. It's not unwatchable. It looks great.
It's really, I think it's really entertaining. I'm having a blast this season.
But I'm just like, as I'm watching each episode, and I'm like seeing these people, most of these people try, and just the cinematography of the show being incredible. I'm like, this looks great. Some of these people are trying, but Sam Levinson wasn't trying on the page.
I disagree with that. I don't think he was trying. I think he was trying, but I think what he wants to do is so against what the show was. At least now, his taste, I think, has shifted.
I don't think the shift is the bad thing. I just don't think.
I don't think either. I think it's not. He's not.
He's not clever enough.
He thinks he's more clever than he is, for sure.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, what he was saying in the first 2 seasons was actually clever.
Yeah.
I agree.
And especially those special episodes, which I think is probably some of the best shit I've watched.
Insanely good episodes. Like that was unreal. Yeah. That feels like a completely different breed from what.
Yeah.
But what other TV are you watching, Josh?
Let's do Daredevil and.
Daredevil.
That's right. Just ended tonight.
Great season. The duality between Fisk and Matt coming to a strong head. Spoiler alert for the finale. Play it, Patrick.
Spoiler alert.
Great finale. It kind of went as I expected here with Matt coming. I love seeing Lawyer Matt. Lawyer Matt is a thing that I was nervous that we weren't going to get. Also,
not enough.
Yeah,
but I understand why, but still not enough.
And now we might not get it in season 3 as much either, given the whole prison angle. But I think I told Nathan this. It reminds me of like getting a Spider-Man show and never getting Peter Parker. Like Lawyer Matt is so important to who Daredevil is as a character.
It's part of the DNA.
And I think it's because they were so boxed into what happened in the first season. That it was kind of hard to work out of that. So I understand it.
I completely understand
Yeah.
that the narrative really forced Matt to be on the run, which by itself is a very interesting story.
And the previous version of the show forced these filmmakers to do that too.
Yeah, so
At least it made some sort of cohesion.
So at least they gave it to us in the last 2 episodes where he was so electric in the courtroom in the finale.
So good.
Really
That
going
finale
against
is that scene in the finale is incredible.
really strong finale, and he gets his own
I'm still conflicted on what happens after that. I don't think it works completely.
It gets chaotic. I dig it. I
was like, spoilers, but how does Fisk get away with killing dozens of people in public sight,
as it's being recorded?
As it's recorded. I don't understand how that happens.
That was odd to me. So
it's hilarious that they did a woke January 6th.
they did very woke January 6th. That's very me and Jen.
In red.
Yeah, me and Jen were like, this is very January 6th. But also so the Attorney General gives Fisk the plea hey, just leave the city. He refuses. He goes on this spree. And then at the end, Matt says take the plea. Did Matt know what the Attorney General promised?
Yeah, I don't know how he understands.
How do you know that? That was a private phone call. But either way, I guess Fisk is somehow able to leave the city. I guess we just have to suspend our disbelief there. But either way, Fisk kind of
I thought that was a dream sequence at first.
Fisk is just exiled from New York, which is really, really interesting. But Matt, I get it. He has to.
And I understand how of course the fascist gets away with it, and Matt's stuck with being in prison for these crimes. But it kind of reverses what his appeal in court was about.
True. I mean, Matt gets the win, but also I think him admitting that he's Daredevil, it makes sense because as Daredevil, the past 4 to 5 seasons, he's done some illegal stuff. So it makes sense for him to get arrested,
and it made sense for him to accept it because of that too.
So does he go to prison for maybe 2 episodes? Probably. He'll probably get out.
It is hilarious how all of this doesn't hit his heart because of an Instagram post.
I know, right? I really wish. In
set leads with the therapist putting on the mask is all right, we know that.
Well, let me go on that rant, which I think
is cool. I think it could be cool in season 3. You don't like it?
Heather is not a good character. Period. I'm not buying it. I feel like I'm on an island because every time I go online, people are like, "Oh, she's turning into Lady Muse." It's such a fascinating progression. No, it's not.
I like it. I'm
so confused. I get it
because they were stuck with it. What they did because they were stuck with this character, I think is really interesting.
She goes from being traumatized. Check. I get it. She goes to getting progressively more aggressive. Sure, I get it. But as Lady Muse, what do you want her to be? These past 8 episodes, I don't know.
We'll see.
So the past 8 episodes, I just have to be okay, I guess we'll see episode 2. I guess we'll see episode 3. I guess we'll see there's only so many times I can see Muse in the window, in the mask, in the okay, but
the imagery they did with her putting on the mask and her seeing herself, I think it was really cool.
It's a cool
image for me.
But I'm I just for 8 episodes, I just don't know what they want with this character. I don't know what they want. She can't.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt for season 3, but I could very well see a possibility where they just do nothing.
Here's one thing where she can't be. You are not 2 seasons in, Heather. You are not an intimidating antagonist in the slightest. And I think any jump to her becoming a villain is going to be too far-fetched because this season didn't do enough for her to be evil or anything. I get it, you're aggressive, but are you going to be
funny?
I agree with you there, yeah.
She's barely in the season and she's too much in season 1.
That's a fact. And
I think that's because of the previous show.
The messiness.
A lot of the show, its problems are on the fault of the previous version.
Yeah, but I'm just okay.
So it's easy. It's easier to excuse some stuff
for sure. But I'm is she going to be a villain? Because that doesn't make sense. Is she going to be is she just going to be somebody who's just troubled? Because
I will find out, and very well could be where they do nothing interesting.
If she goes on a killing spree, that's cap. You're 100 pounds soaking wet. What are we doing here? And it's not just because she's a woman. I'm just she's not doing anything that's going to be any bit threatening in the slightest. But But outside of Heather's messiness, I really liked Karen this season. I think she was very strong.
So good.
She's really like the third main character.
The conflict of her like wanting to fucking kill people is really interesting. I'm contrasting it with Matt, who won't give in.
Yeah, Matt's like religious morality in the how it's anchored by Foggy was really, really strong, and how Karen is also anchored by Foggy, but in a more,
and like it's really interesting that like I think this is like killing Foggy. I think works wonders for what the show became.
Agreed. I still think
he's such a ghostly figure haunting the series now.
In a great way. I agree. I feel like it was a bad decision, but they're using what they got in a very good way. I think they're really making the best out of it. I thought for the first couple of episodes, I thought Vanessa was really good this season as well.
Oh yeah, she's always great.
She's always great. That episode was.
I do love the fake out too, where like we thought she died at the gym, then she was alive, then she's dead, which I think was genius. The best way to do that. Yeah.
I loved it because I'm like, oh, she's dead. Oh wait, she's alive. Okay, good. Because like I would
have been sad if like they're not the killer, but then they do. They bait and switch you. It's great.
I really felt Fist's pain in that moment. It felt like he had hope for a second.
He was like, "We're so back. It's over."
But yeah, I thought Fist's arc this season
and killing fucking Gandolfini. Really interesting choice. Yeah.
How risky was that?
And he was a great character too. Great performance.
Yeah. I was also slightly irritated by BB this season, a character who was
she was awful in season 1.
She was, and she's knowingly taking a lot of risk, but at the same time, she genuinely likes Daniel. But at the same time,
it was way too convoluted.
Like, you love Daniel, okay, check, but you're also willing to bug him, get him in trouble, and then be shocked when he's like, "Okay, you gotta go now, BB." She's like, "Wait. Why are you acting like this, Daniel?" Because people are trying to kill you. Like, she didn't understand the gravity of her danger, even though she knew that Fist killed her uncle. So you know the dangers of doing what you're doing, but you're doing it to someone.
I mean, there's an argument for there that's way too smart for the show. Is that like she's a great Gen Z representation?
Yeah, I mean, she's playing,
but that's not their intention at all.
Like, at one point, me and Daniel were like, at one point, does she genuinely like Daniel? Because you're really hoeing him, making him in so much danger. But then you're like,
and then she has this photo on her desk at the end.
I'm like, do you genuinely like
for
him?
someone who's going to kill her?
Like, he risked his life for you, and he kept saying that. Like, there was only two ways this was going to go. Like, either Daniel dies or you die. Like, there was no other way around this.
Also, what's funny is that it looked like that picture was taken the last day that they like spent together.
Traumatizing day.
She was wearing the same fucking green coat. I'm like,
that's hilarious. But yeah, that was a slight irritation. But Daniel was a character, and Daniel's relationship with Buck was very good this season as well.
Buck is probably the best original character for the show.
So good. He's
so good.
Oh, speaking of a bad original character, I did not like Mr. Charles this season. He has no aura. Like, he comes in this season, I'm like, episode 1.
This is annoying. And like, what are we doing here? Like, why is he even here?
So episode 1, he comes
where
in,
he does nothing in the show.
Yeah, episode 1, he comes in, and I'm like, okay, he has a different vibe. He's overconfident. He has the CIA backing him. Okay, cool. Well, let's see what happens.
And it's too bad where it's annoying when they try to force him into Jessica Jones, Luke Cage's story. Yeah. And why?
It's so convoluted too. So like, okay, so in this world, he pitched Jessica and Luke to come work for him. They said no.
Doing what?
Doing God knows what. He threatened them. Luke Cage signs up to work for Mr. Charles so they can protect his family. Luke Cage says, "I will work for you. Don't attack Jessica."
And they attack Jessica.
They attack Jessica anyway.
For no reason.
And then she's like, "But I can't attack Charles because Charles has Luke." But I'm like, "But Luke is only here so he doesn't attack you." But he attacked you anyway.
That's stupid. I was happy to see Jessica in the show, but like, she has no purpose in the season.
She didn't. Yeah, unfortunately, like in hindsight, like having gotten the full content.
Like, it's just building up what they're cooking in season 3. And yeah, I'm fine with it ultimately, but it's just like it got annoying on 2 points.
It's not bad, but just slightly disappointing. They could have wrote her in a better, more organic way.
But hey, Mr. Charles got his like air points. His
million miler.
Bullseye was also
like, now they're shoving Bullseye in his story. Like, fuck off.
Yeah, hopefully they just like. I think I told Nathan this, but I'm bullseyed out. To be
really
wait to like
Like
that's their way to write him out of the show. I'd say.
I think this season, like, imagine because we had season 3 Bullseye.
I think
on Bullseye.
he's great. What they do with him in the show is interesting, but it just got really repetitive.
I agree, which is why, like, even this finale.
But his cold open in the diner is fucking incredible.
Peak.
Really peak. Right? That's some Netflix type shit.
I loved it, but even in this finale, he comes in just to create chaos and leave.
Yeah, and like that's what he did in the last season.
Yeah, so I'm just like, okay, Bullseye. I kind of would rather like him being like what season 3 Bullseye in Netflix, where he's just like a force of evil. But
well, I mean, there's a lot of the show that like I wish this was a Netflix show.
I know, and now they're making him more of a redemption. I'm like, okay, just him and Mr. Charles stay over there, please, for season 3, wherever you're going, sure. But like, let's focus on Matt and Fisk again. I have no idea where Fisk is. But Fisk is such a fascinating character because he genuinely loves New York.
I don't know if we're getting Fisk much in that season.
Maybe not.
I think I could like I don't know if they're doing this, but I could see the Hand coming back and being the main villain for season 3.
If they write the Hand, but the Hand
after Spider-Man and all that shit.
Agreed. The Hand is a fascinating group in the comics. They just haven't written them. Granted, that was Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb didn't do the Hand justice.
That was season 2, right?
Season 2 and Defenders. Yeah.
Defenders, yeah.
But
which is still like leads above this show, but like as far as I like the Netflix show more, but I'm over that. I can still enjoy this.
But yeah, we'll see where that goes. But overall, it's a very satisfying season. Easily a step up from season 1. Everything just felt connected and well progressed, especially Fisk, Matt, and Karen's arcs. Solid action across the board. It looks good in some places. It looks pretty good. It of course could look better, but it looks pretty good. And yeah, I'm excited for season 3. It's a very wide open season 3, especially with Danny and Luke coming back. So
all of them coming back, same actors. That's really cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's that. You guys still don't watch Invincible, right? No. My short thing about Invincible, season 4 was fantastic. Probably my new second favorite season. I think I go 1, 4, 3, 2 in terms of my favorite seasons of the show. I think 4 was just phenomenal. The finale is a surprisingly very quiet, psychologically emotional driven finale for Invincible season 4. Voice acting was on point. Thrag is a fantastic antagonist, probably the best we've gotten in the series, and it changes the game. What he does in the finale changes the game entirely for the series moving forward in a lot of very interesting ways. We are now halfway through the story, and I have no idea where we go from here. But the action was great. The emotions was great. Mark's arc was very strong, and Nolan's arc was very, very well connected in season 4. So if people aren't watching Invincible, go watch it. It's Amazon Prime's second best show behind Vox Machina. Which
you gotta watch Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Evan. That's their actual best show.
Better than Vox Machina?
Yeah. I think last season Vox Machina was pretty disappointing.
Yeah, I remember you told me that.
Mighty 9 is great though.
Mighty 9 was great, but yeah, that was just one season. And it felt like half of a season, the way they ended it.
Yeah, that's fair.
But because Mighty 9 is coming back so soon, it won't have to be that long of a wait. Probably early next year, maybe. They said they're ready.
I think this fall.
Oh, really? That'd be crazy. Vox Machina and Mighty 9 in the same year. I would love it. But yeah, I'm loving Vox Machina. Sorry, Invincible, Vox Machina. The Boys is pretty hit and miss, but I really liked last week's episode of The Boys. None of you guys are watching The Boys, right?
I'm watching. I'm caught up.
Oh, you are?
Yep.
I liked last week's like different perspectives. Edgar, that was very fun. I didn't like the one where they went to Fort Hall.
I just saw a clip that had Seth Rogen in it.
That was a fun bit. That was a very, very funny bit. I think surprisingly, Soulja Boy and Homelander are the stars of the final season, which is kind of shocking.
Yeah.
Is Tara Urban still in this?
Yep.
Yeah. I think this season is at its best when it's actually focusing on the character conflicts. Like there's something that they were cooking up with Firecracker in the last episode that I thought it was like a very interesting character dynamic, but just within herself. But yeah, like I think the show is like, at least this season is at its best when it's like more intimate. When it gets a little bit crazy, it's like it's fun, but I'm like been there, done that type of thing. So
Yeah, it's not perfect, but that's why I didn't like the Fort Harmony episode because they were actually like at each other's throats, but it felt too orchestrated and not as like organic as I wanted it
organic,
to be. But I did like the Starlight going to her father's house. So that was pretty
yeah, that was good.
And yeah, overall the season it's like it's a bit
This is the final one, right?
final season. It's a bit sporadic, but I like.
I saw they're
A little
playing
bit
the
rushed.
finale in 40x.
Oh wow, 40x.
Mm.
not gonna be there for me. No, I'm good. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see where these last 3 episodes go.
Rooster baby, let's go.
Rooster with Steve Carell, really strong comedy. Like
Do I need to watch this?
It's great.
I recommend it. It's very dry humor. It's awkward comedy with some sentimental character work in between.
It's a dad show, but it's like good.
It's a very good. It's cozy. It's 30
Also, it
minutes.
looks great. Like there's this
You
scene
saying
in the
that
last-
made me want to watch it finally. So you
There-
should have started with that.
Yeah, there's a scene in this week's episode between 2 characters. They're at a diner. They're just eating like a piece of pie, but it's light. It's the way that it's like the production design, the way that it's lit. It looks like almost like a David Fincher like neo noir like crime thing,
Okay.
but it looks really good. Like it looks great,
I agree.
especially for like a comedy show that you wouldn't think it's that expensive, but it's expensive at times.
Yeah, for real. And like the
It's
character.
giving Maisel vibes. I'm interested.
I think you would like it, Josh. The characters make a lot of messy decisions, but it feels so natural and just funny and awkward and weird. But I really like it. There's a lot of great heart amongst all these characters. Even again, as they don't make the best decisions. But yeah, Rooster's really good. I also started watching Elle Fanning's Margot's Got Money Troubles.
Oh, okay. I need to start this.
I watched the first 3 episodes. I'm like 2 or maybe 3 episodes behind, but it's a really good show. It's a really good start. I'm really liking it. Elle Fanning is really good, and her dynamic with her parents, played by Nick Offerman and what's her name?
Nicole Kidman.
Not Nicole Kidman.
She's in this though, right?
From Ant-Man. No, I don't.
Nicole Kidman's in the show, right?
Is it? Not where I've gone. Is she?
I thought she was in this.
Okay. No, you're probably thinking of Michelle Pfeiffer.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Oh no, Nicole Kidman is in the show.
Okay.
I guess I haven't seen her yet. Maybe she's in
I was thinking of Michelle Pfeiffer though. She's the lead, right?
Yeah, Michelle Pfeiffer is the lead mom in this show, and she's really good. Like the mom and daughter dynamic and the father and daughter dynamic are very touching, messy as hell, but very fun show. So I got to catch back up, but from what I've watched, it's a good show so far.
What about? Are you guys watching Beef?
I did not start Beef yet.
Okay.
I'm like episode 3.
Yeah, I'm 3 episodes in. First episode I thought was pretty bad. I thought the writing was very juvenile and what they do with social media and like displaying different apps is really cringe. But I think it's getting interesting. I think Oscar Isaac, Terry Mulligan, greats. Charles Melton, greats. Kelly Spaney, good. Yeah, I will watch more of it eventually.
Yeah,
I think I wasn't the biggest fan of season 1, but
me
I think
neither.
at least had I think Stevie Norton was incredible in that show.
I think it's season 1 for me. I like the first half more than the second half of season 1.
Me too, yeah. It
Second
got
half
way
is-
too over the top.
Way too over the top. I couldn't buy into like the sentimental nature of the finale.
Yeah.
I couldn't just buy into it at all. But yeah, hopefully I like season 2. I just haven't started it. There's too many shows, too many games, too many books to do. But that's it for me. I gotta go to bed.
I have a few more things that I really need to talk about.
What are you gonna talk about before I leave?
My favorite movie of the year now. Blue Heron by Sophie Romvari. It's not it, but to compare it to something you guys will know. Think of it as like this year's After Sun. It's this movie about this the director is obviously wrestling with her past trauma and her childhood, and it's like it's about this family who has one of their older sons is going through like very clear mental disorders, and they're like acting out in inappropriate to borderline very dangerous ways for the family, and they have to like consider putting him in the foster system because they don't want to endanger their other children. And then it takes a really interesting formal and structural twist and does something really interesting that only cinema can do as far as like this metatextual rumination on the filmmaker's her own past and stepping into her own memories. And that's all I'll say, because I think what Dylan is Blind is really good, and it's I think the best movie of the year so far.
Yeah, put it on my list. I never heard
Blue
of it.
Heron. Really good, and I think the performances are very fucking great, and some of the composition in this movie is just like so beautiful and heartbreaking.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have to catch it up.
And I watched Speed Racer for the first time.
Oh, first
Have you
time.
guys seen
Nice. I
I fucking love this movie. I understand the hype now. I understand how fucking insane the visual style of this movie is. It took a little bit to get used to the insanity of the visual style, but once like settling into it, I think what the Wachowskis are doing as far as like sentimentality and what they're saying about family is really touching and heartfelt. And I think the last act of this movie is special.
I remember loving this when I was a kid. I think the main family aspect, like him and his brother, right?
Yeah, and the whole family.
Oh, whole family. Okay.
John
Yeah,
Goodman and Susan Sarandon are the parents. Then Mel Hirsch is the main character of Speed Racer. Mel Hirsch is great in this.
I need to rewatch this because I haven't seen this since I was.
It's about family.
A boy. When I was a boy.
But I think this is really touching and what's fucking bonkers.
This was 2008.
It's so ahead of its time to the point where like it's hard to get used to. Like this is so clearly the Wachowskis envisioning a visual style and what they think blockbusters could be that no one else touches, and we did something way more flat than this movie.
Yeah, like I really wanted to see this in theaters, but didn't have a wide enough release.
Yeah, real shame they didn't do a whole week. They just did like 2 days in IMAX.
Yeah, give me a list of what you have to talk about because I gotta head out.
It was just those two mostly. I did see the new Steven Soderbergh movie, the Christophers, which I also loved, starring Ian McKellen and Mateo O'Toole. Oh, we didn't even talk about Mother Mary, but
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
We'll save it for Devil
do it
Wears
next
Prada, I
week, yeah.
guess. Yeah.
okay.
I also need to leave.
Okay. But yeah, Christopher's great. Really interesting two-hander about what it means to be an artist and how your legacy can affect you in both positive and negative ways. And Soderbergh's great. I think Ian McKellen is one of the best performances of the year so far in this movie.
Wow. Yeah, the trailer looked really good. I wanted to watch it.
And we'll talk about it more next month. But Gary, one of the surprise secret drop episode of The Bear, fucking stellar.
Stellar? Oh, I can't wait to watch
Incredible.
it. I can't wait. I was watching anime and then I watched Daredevil and then I had dinner and then I came here. So I cannot wait. I'll watch it tomorrow.
We'll talk about it more in depth next month.
I saw it on Hulu like 60 minutes. I'm like, ooh, yes, a whole hour.
It's the episode that was going to be the finale of last season, but I think the smart choice is that they were going to save it for this season, but they dropped it before, which is I think a great choice. What?
That it was going to be the finale for last season?
When they submitted before the season 4 came out, when they submitted the WGA credits, the last episode was this episode written by these two.
Wow. Okay.
So I think that was the idea.
Okay.
And I think it would have been a really interesting finale. But I think
like
the smarter choice was,
yeah,
I think the smart choice is to have this be standalone.
Cool. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it. I like season 4 of The Bear. I didn't love season 3, but I think season 4 was a very strong return.
I said you what Rooster looks like, John.
Dude, that was great. That's some fucking Michael Mann shit.
That's some good lighting for a fucking comedy.
Michael Mann shit. But yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at Harris EV9. I get to work in like 4 hours, so that's my night. But I love talking movies with these guys, and April was fun, and May is going to be pretty fun. Pretty fun.
Are you ready to talk about Mando and Durdu?
All over again. Let's go. Yeah, can't wait.
Put Edgar through hell.
There's some good.
Evan, this guy is choosing to see this movie twice in the same night.
Oh wow, ballsy.
Yeah.
But there's some good horror movies coming out this month with Hokum, Obsession, Backrooms, Passenger, like
Passenger.
four horror. You know, I'll wait till you guys see Hokum. But yeah, the rest I can't wait to see. But yeah, that's about it. That's for me.
You can find me try to get Olivia Rodrigo tickets later this week.
Celebration tickets tomorrow, boys.
Yeah, that too. And you can find some of my written work, a lot of clear reviews, the Cinema Spot. Find me on social media, EDG or TEG. Find this podcast at WHFG Podcast. And yeah, good luck on the Celebration Wars, boys.
We always end up getting the tickets. We'll be fine. It's the hotels that are the issue.
Yeah, which are also tomorrow.
Which makes no sense. They should be next week. So stupid.
Yeah.
So, anyways.
Josh,
Go watch Jerry.
That's your message
Yeah.
to the world.
Go watch
All
Blue Heron also, if you can find it. Best movie of the year.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
What time is it? I cannot give you the rendezvous point. This is a key tenet of the rebellion. I'm surprised you can't name it. I don't know if you are